Hey everyone, welcome back to the game. Today we are going to be playing Arcadia. If you haven't seen it before, this is our Mutants and Masterminds one-shot game. So it's set in the world of Arcadia, which is a Silver Age kind of style campaign. For those of you guys aren't familiar with the Silver Age, this is a more laid-back, more shenanigans-based game, goofier. Still got villains trying to do nefarious plots, but they're a little bit more on the silly side always than kind of the destroy the world piece of the business. I love it because most of my other games, you guys watch Invasion, which is streamed, or Kazuya, which is my other game, which isn't currently streamed. It's a little bit more serious. So this is one of my games I can kind of just actually be the one going with the goofiness versus having to reel it back in a little bit. So we've got our crew today, and I'm going to go in order of the screen. So, Sir Austere, you're up first. So tell us about your character and what he looks like.
Yeah, so Sir Austere, let's see, what do I should call him? The immortal avatar of justice. Just made that up. It sounds good. So he is a very old character. Or a very old person in the world. He's from the medieval days. He found a pendant that imbues him with immortality. And it also gives him an armor to protect him. So he's coated in this very thick, heavy armor that's black with red lines streaking through it. And in his day, he was a very fine swordsman. So that's what he still uses. So he carries a very large sword and exacts justice with it.
Perfect. I think he was the first one to get a kill in the hero campaign too, with the reanimator reanimating him. I should say.
You need to have a witty one-liner, or it doesn't count.
I think a couple up right now.
Speaking of the reanimator, let's switch over to the reanimator. What did he look like?
So I go over what he does and what he looks like, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. Kind of who he is and what he looks like.
The reanimator is best described as a nobody villain from a long time ago come out of retirement thinking he is one of the greats. As his name suggests, he reanimates things, uses a lot of lightning, can heal and all that jazz, and he's died a couple times here, but come back. He's usually in his power armor, which last time around I was here actually blew up. He set it to self-destruct. If I remember properly, it didn't do much either, which was very Looney Tunes to me, which is great. But he's back. He's got a new set of armor. Looks just like the old one, even more slapdash than before. And it's basically like a pile of junk, an old car all put together in repair of the last one, and full of gadgets and gizmos that really have little to no application, but can be used in some funny ways, I think. I've still yet to use the what did I call it? It has a really long name, and it's basically just a ladder. That's it. It is basically just a ladder.
Just a ladder. Don't forget the reanimator mobile.
Oh yeah, and he has a vehicle which has come to save the day several times. The reanimator mobile, which is basically his souped-up ice cream truck that he's played with armor, springs in the tires so it can jump, it can climb walls. I've yet to give it a swimming speed. Actually, I have a good amount of unsprint points. I need to get around to adding swimming speed to that one day.
the amphibious reanimator mobile
with a death
with a death
I just realized that's probably a bad idea, dropping him in the water. I doubt his stuff is waterproof, and no way, that actually is. But either way, he deals with electricity. It would. I don't think it'd be pretty.
Probably wouldn't go super well for him. But if he gets in trouble, maybe the super fast Mr. Blur could help him out.
Well, and he probably would. Mr. Blur is a kind of a good guy, kind of an awkward guy, kind of thinks a little bit too fast for his mouth, or talks a little bit too fast for his thinking. He's not quite sure. Neither am I. But he zooms around. He moves really quick, and that's the gist. He'll be right behind you. He'll be in front of you. He'll be next to you, and you won't know where he's coming from. He's sneaky like that.
Just blurring through.
Yeah.
All right, and our newest addition, Axel.
Ooh.
Hi, worlds. I'm Axel, and I'll be playing a legally distinct version of What's to My Left. I am I am an android with a gun, and I have a dark past, which we will get into if we get into it. We'll see. We'll see. You'll find out.
Perfect. Well, we'll kick off the session. So you are in the world of Arcadia. Arcadia is the kind of the pinnacle city of this world. It's a town filled with superheroes, supervillains, those who kind of harness the magic, those who are innately born with their gifts, and those who kind of get the tech going and build their own self some powers. And in this world, the heroes and villains clash quite frequently, with the villains trying to pull their nefarious schemes and the heroes rising up to meet them. And today is going to be such a day like that. So you guys see Arcadia. It's in the summer. The sun is brightly shining. And around the city is kind of going about its usual, kind of just the usual mundane activities of a bustling trade city. So you see cars driving around, planes in the sky, the markets are open, people kind of flooding the streets, just going about their business like any other day would be on. But as you guys, we'll kind of get to what you guys were doing before the crisis hit. But in the financial district, everything's kind of going like normal. People trading stocks, people making deals, people in suits wandering all over, just kind of going about their daily business until an explosion goes off. But the explosion's a little bit different than most. Usually when something explodes, and that's not unusual in Arcadia, it's fire, kind of shrapnel, and just a huge disruption, shockwaves echoing out. This one doesn't. It makes a loud bang, and you see kind of a violetish hue emerge. But it doesn't really do too much until you kind of see the people around and see how they react to the bomb. You see that seems some people just literally fall out like a light, just fall to the ground, passed out in almost a near coma-like sleep. Others are going through, and so you see some just kind of like taking money out of their wallet and walking towards a distance, kind of filing out and almost a single file line with their money out, heading towards that spot. Others begin to pick up just random objects, and you see rage in their eyes, start smashing and hurling things. Just a pure scene of chaos as this violet bomb goes off, impacting the citizens of Arcadia. But that's in the financial district. We're going to kind of go through, probably we're going the same order we did last time. Sir Austere, when this all goes off, what's he doing so far? What was he kind of up to before this went off?
Yeah, so I feel kind of bad that I replenished the ice cream supply of the Evil Mobile down there. And so I found the brand. It was Arcadia Creamery, and I've been wandering around trying to find a restock, but unfortunately they went out of business 35 years ago. So I haven't had much luck, and that's what he's been doing.
Wait, what happened to the ice cream? What did I miss?
Very important question. What did happen to the ice cream? Ignore the bomb.
Yeah.
What happened to the ice cream?
I think during the last mission, Sir Austere was just snacking on ice cream as you guys are looking for the pestilence posse.
Every time we're in the Evil Mobile, that's all I'm doing is just eating ice cream.
From the 50s. From the 50s. But you're immortal. I mean, that's bad.
Oh, good.
So as you're searching through the ice cream stores, you kind of get near the financial district. And you hear kind of a mix on the edge of the financial district, shouts and confusion as you see some of these people running around. Like you see a group of them just like lifting up like store like little carts and hurling them over, grabbing bricks and smashing cars. You see they just got a raged look as you see them kind of edging out of the financial district. What does Sir Austere do right away?
So as I see these people committing vandalism, a crime that really there is no gray in the exactions of vengeance. So I just let them know that you citizenry must stop, return to your homes, or face the blade of justice. And I'll pull out my sword and start approaching these people.
Anyways, that's when I started slashing.
Make an intimidation check for Sir Austere.
All right. There we go. 18.
Perfect. Now you come in, you're intimidated. You're a guy in heavy armor, big blade, walking towards the citizenry. And they kind of know a little, like most of the people know a little bit of your guys' rep, especially the Reanimator and Sir Austere. You guys helped save the city. It's Mr. Blur too now with the Petulant Pestilence Posse. Came up with the name and I still can't say it. You guys have a little bit of a rep. They know that Sir Austere is a little bit loose with the blade. And you see some of the people kind of on the edge of the financial district just take off running as you come through. But those guys that were raging, like they see you, look at you, and like just pure rage in their hearts. And they start approaching it.
All right, that didn't work. Yeah, so just kind of sigh deep. And at this point, does he have kind of an idea that these people are not behaving normally?
Definitely roll an insight check. Yeah, they're definitely not behaving normally, but roll an insight to see kind of what else you can glean from that. Yeah, you take a look at them. These guys, like, the thing is, too, and you see them kind of as they smash into the carts and cars, they're leaving bigger impacts. And like this, you see like a big out of shape dude, like just lift up this brick and slam it down faster than he should have. It doesn't fit. And you kind of look at their eyes, like they're glazed over with rage, and they're kind of moving like a jerkily. They're not in their right minds. There's something wrong with them, clearly.
So I just kind of shrug my shoulders. I put away my sword, and I'll just kind of crack my knuckles and be like, I was kind of bored today. And just go up to the biggest guy in the group, and I'll just deck him.
All right. I don't know if you have on our strike. If not, make an athletics check for him.
All right. No. I attack with weapons. I'll do athletics. No.
All right. So you just kind of like try to just kind of run up and you smack the guy one, but you held back a little bit. And you see like his bloody face is still there, but he is still raging. Unfortunately, he's going to take a little bit of an attack at you. You see him just like lift the brick that he used to smash the car. And he's going to try to smash down. Actually, he can't even hurt you. So even if that hits, they've got a 2 damage rank. So
yeah.
So you've got impervious, what, 6 or 8?
That is a good question. So impervious, impervious 14, so that'd be 7.
7, yep. Yeah, so I don't know if you let the brick hit you or if you dodge that, but they raise it up, but no fear to you. And as you see him smash that brick into you, it kind of collide, and his hand hurts a little bit, and you kind of see his eyes come back and goes, what am I doing? What am I doing here? And you see as that kind of happens, a couple of the other ones kind of break out into like, what's going on? Why are we here? You see one that kind of like, where's my money at? And that happens to you. And we're gonna flip. So who is next? The reanimator. What was the reanimator doing before all this went down?
You know the place he goes whenever he's died enough and he gets like a freeze frozen yogurt, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was setting up some fireworks today, like way earlier today. He got decapitated by a bridge cable. So he's having himself some of that. So that free frozen yogurt right now, like the closest he'll ever get to removing his mask, just upturned a little bit, rolled up as he's like scooping it in. Just like she's probably telling the story like, yes, the animators, grand plan. Just like to anyone who would listen, and if nobody, probably just a moth in the corner.
You see, like it's like there's a one old lady behind, just kind of the counter, and she's part deaf. She's just going about ice cream business, or frozen yogurt business, I should say, as the reanimator's going on about his spiel. As she's doing that, though, you do start to see a bit of commotion. You see, kind of on the old style flickery TV, you see like a little helicopter view of the financial district, seeing people kind of breaking windows on the ground, passed out, and others kind of mixture between walking with their money out and look like they're going towards a particular task. You kind of see all that from the cam view. What does the reanimator do after seeing all that go down?
That's absolutely originally he was thinking, right, why wasn't I invited? And then he sees the money being walked somewhere. He immediately knows this is another villain going on the day he set up his fireworks on the bridge. Not today. So when a dog gets into something they're not supposed to, start going quicker. That's him with this ice cube, just like like finishing up, pulling down the mask, putting over the helmet, calling over the reanimator people, not smashing it through the wall because he actually likes it. Running out, about to jump through the window, actually goes through the door, like this place, and is driving there now. And oh boy, this is gonna get a little crazy probably.
And as you leave, you see the old lady go, "CNX death," as you take off out of the store.
He is so curious about what has happened to. Can I make up a name for a joke?
Oh, sure, go for it. Go.
Old lady Helen, what happened this time around?
You see her just kind of behind there, just fiddling with the ice cream, part death, as you guys as you jump in the reanimator vehicle and head towards the financial district. Give me a vehicle handling check, as you kind of maneuver through the crazy streets of Arcadia and get to the financial district and see it kind of filled with people smashing, walking with their money, and some just laying on the road. Perfect.
27.
Reanimator is just whipping the vehicle around. How does that look as he's going through? I'll let you narrate that.
So it's going to open the door with the crank. He's going to have one hand on the wheel. Probably have like a brick in there already. Put down the gas. Lean out. And whenever he sees somebody with money, snitch.
With 27, you could definitely kind of start fleecing some of the people walking with their money out of their hands. You make like $200 as you kind of go through and driving, just collecting money, making your way towards the financial district. Sweet. So we'll pivot.
Enough for at least 2 bags of almonds.
2 bags of, and a few fireworks, I bet.
Oh yeah, the fireworks. Actually, that is fair.
All right, Mr. Blur. So what was Mr. Blur doing before this all went down?
Mr. Blur was feeding ducks in the park.
Perfectly. Mr. Blur is having like an idyllic day. It's sunny. It's summer in Arcadia. The ducks are flying around. Probably flying a little too slow for Mr. Blur, but they're still flying. It's nice to see.
Well, he kind of makes a game out of it where he tries to get as many ducks in one place as he possibly can. He buys 20 loaves of bread. He makes an afternoon of it. That's his Saturday.
The ducks are loving it. You see them kind of flying through, just chowing all the bread. And for Mr. Blur, you're kind of just a little outside the financial district, but you see a long line of people walking down the road, all just kind of waving cash in the air with like a zombie-like gait.
Then that explosion goes off?
Oh yeah, so yeah, before the explosion, and then you see kind of those people walking through with the cash in the air.
Do the little guys fly away?
Oh, actually, let me see. Do they have animal handling in this? I don't think they do. Let me look it up real quick. Does anybody see animal handling on their sheet?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think they do. Roll me
I
a
would try
straight
animal.
D20.
Okay. 3.
Unfortunately, most of the ducks do fly away. There is one elderly duck that just kind of sticks around, just still pecking at the bread. Like he's lived his life. He's gonna get this bread no matter what.
So Mr. Blur is gonna look in the direction of the explosion and just like grit his teeth and say, "My ducks," and rip up the rest of the bread, leave it for the elderly one, and then just speed off in a direction to see who disrupted his beautiful afternoon.
Perfect.
And instantly, Mr. Blur is amazing. Already amazing, but even more amazing.
Can I say that how amazing it is that Mr. Blur's pastime involves patience? You're trying to guide ducks into one location, and so you're very deliberately doing something incredibly slow. It's amazing.
Hey, yin and yang, man. I think that moves us to.
Perfect. Yeah. So you race through there. So we'll flip over to Axel. So what was Axel doing during this time?
So Axel, given this group's fondness for ice cream, was hanging out in a let's call it the Arcadia ice cream parlor. And he's just screwing around making different kinds of ice cream with flavors that do not make any sense. And kind of has this thing where he's like, "And that's for you, sir. Now who can I help next?"
And so you see like a long line of citizens, like they're a little confused, but like this is the weirdest thing they've seen in Arcadia. A giant robot handing out ice cream. They're like, I guess. You see kind of a younger kid up front. He goes, "Yeah, I want 2 scoops of the vanilla."
Do you just want vanilla? I think you want sprinkles.
He goes, I guess.
And I wander on over and I make him 2 scoops of vanilla and I add a little sprinkle to it and hand it to him. And there's probably someone who comes behind me at the Arcadia ice cream parlor and says, "I think you forgot to charge him."
So you see a little clerk walk by. He looks a little nervous. It's kind of a pudgy guy, elderly, and he's like probably about late 50s. He kind of comes up a little nervous, like, "Axel, sir, Hero, we charge here. I know you're a hero, but we need the money. It's a small businesses, you know."
Right. I agree. Paying is important.
Yeah. I'm glad. The kid's kind of like he's walking out. Like
This one's on me. Next time, I'll remember. And he's going to use that insufferable accent the entire time. That's just your future.
Perfect. And you see the guy's phone chimes, and he goes, "Oh, hey, Axel, look, there's something going on in the financial district. I feel like it needs your help. I feel you
And I'm
gotta
like,
save the day."
that's the great thing about working where everyone knows where you are. Everyone can find you if there's help needed. And Axel runs out the front door and does, I would say, like an insight or a perception check to like see what's going on.
Perfect. I roll a perception check, and as you run out, you kind of you hear just a little muttering. He's like, "All right, guys, you know they have to pay now." As he looks at the rest of the customers. But you look out of the streets and see just a bit of a chaotic scene. You're kind of on the other end, kind of still the outskirts of the financial district, but you see just a lot of people laying down on the streets. Just look like they just kind of decided, hey, I'm going to take a nap right here.
I would like to check in on those folk who are taking a nap and make sure they're okay, because most people don't take a nap in the street, and that's a little sus.
Perfect. Make a either an investigation check. Make an investigation check or treatment, your choice.
Take investigation.
Yeah, you gotta look them over, and at first I'd probably being a little delicate, taking a look at them. Like they're just sleeping through, just snoring on this hard and hot asphalt. Like it's pretty warm out there, but they just seem like they're just snoring away.
So, what I would like to do is try and I don't know how I go about this. I want to start directing traffic to keep these people from getting run over, while also seeing if I can rally anyone to help drag these people out of the street.
All right, make a persuasion check with that.
That is not what I'm good at.
Pretty well there. So yeah, you start trying to organize traffic, and you see at first like the cars, like it's a city, so like people are first honking like but they're like, it's Axel, and then you see some of them kind of start to follow the directions, and you do get a few people probably coming from that ice cream shop that start to help dragging some of the guys out of the street. But you do hear a little bit more commotion coming on deeper in the financial district.
Once this looks okay, I would go investigate.
Perfect. So as you guys all come from kind of going about your day and seeing this crisis unfold, you make your way deeper into the financial district where this bomb was set off. And you see it's kind of set up in the Arcadia stock market. They're a little Wall Street of Arcadia. And you see kind of just blazoned within that area. It looks like it's almost coated in violet, that same energy that had escaped from the bomb. And you see kind of a group of just what looks to be civilians kind of in the stock market, kind of just rapidly typing on their phones, typing on computers, same kind of just glazed over expression. And you do see a couple about a little spread throughout the crowd. You see some robots, some metal men with the insignia PPS on their kind of blazoned on their armor in violet.
So I feel like it's almost a tradition that someone's got to spend a hero point on something ridiculous. So I think I need to spend a hero point real quick. So as I'm walking past there, I walk past the ice cream parlor that Axel was working at, and the back door is open, and there's a box there that's packed in frozen ice, and on it says Arcadia Creamery Vintage Chocolate Mint limited time only. And so I grab a case of this that's out in the open. I walk up to the front as I'm carrying this giant case of ice cream, and I put $1 on the counter. And I think that's a lot of money. And I'll take the case, and then I just walk away. So as I approach the scene, I've got this giant case of vintage Arcadia Creamery ice cream that came back for a limited time only from the 1970s, and I'm really excited to show this to restock the Evil Mobile. So.
And as you kind of walk through, you lay the $1 down. You see the pudgy store there, like goes, Darlene, call that mayor, the line the mayor set up. They owe us a bit of money. And for the other guys, the mayor has set up a hotline for their shenanigans to pay back people.
They're gonna have to replace the bridge keeper today.
Sweet. So and actually, I should explain that too. For those who are not familiar with Arcadia, and actually, I'm not sure if you've seen too much on this. Hero points are pretty cool. They're kind of similar. They're at base level similar to inspiration from like 5e or Pathfinder, where you can kind of spend them and you can use it to enhance certain roles or get to do another role or things like that. But one of my favorite things with this system, that you saw kind of Sir Austere do, is you can use it to change a scene a little bit. So you can do it with the group's tradition so far is to use it for something silly, where you can get some fireworks going off as you arrive, steal some ice cream. But you can also do it like if you're, like the book's example, I think, if you're fighting in a lab and a fire breaks out, you can use a hero point to say, hey, there's a fire extinguisher here to help combat the flames. So nothing like crazy. You can't be like fighting Superman and say, hey, I got kryptonite with me, but something that can help this scene that seems reasonable, that would be there. Or outside of the reasonable side, something that would just make the scene more interesting and it's funny, hilarious, silly. Go for it.
I vow not to use this power responsibly.
In short, they're really powerful, and you should save them for important things.
Question: how many do I have, and how do I get them back?
So you start with one. So everybody starts each session with one hero point. A cool RP, fun moments, and all that will get you guys another hero point. And I'll actually give you guys each one, too, for your intros, too. So you guys, Zerester, you've got one. Everybody else, you've got 2 hero points. Oh man, you guys kind of all arrive on the scene at the same time. You see Sir Austere carrying his case of ice cream, the reanimator mobile. Is the reanimator mobile playing its tune as he drives up?
You tried to fix it, but it's only gotten worse over time. Just out of tune, distorted, got some wobblies in it, like the Reanimator's theme song, which I still not decided on any specific song for. It's just a tune from way back when.
One day we'll need a real song for that.
I'm just imagining the entertainer, but like really distorted. You know, da 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 da, but just terrible. Like simultaneous speakers. I don't know. That's where my head goes.
The Reanimator movie.
Oh my god! I'm gonna see what I can do with that right there.
So you guys hear the blare of the Reanimator mobile. Mr. Blur, you speed up. You kind of super speed in there. And actually, you think you're in a jetpack, right? Is he jetpack?
Yeah, basically. I've got hover boots.
Hover boots. Okay.
Yeah.
You hover boot in, and you guys see this scene. So the Arcadia Wall Street market, you see numerous people tapping on their phones, tapping on the computers, making kind of like feverishly going about doing whatever business they've been instructed to do. And you see these metal men kind of standing around with that PPS on their emblazoned on their shells as they watch over these events taking place. What do you guys do?
Pull the emergency brake stop next to Sir Austere, and the will just be like, right out of there, and we'll like stare in stun amazement. Is that my favorite kind of ice cream, creators, and the limited time offer of mint? Get on the reanimator bill. But this takes priority. These metal men first. Look, there's another one. This first. Like, we'll help him move it on today. He is really excited, really happy, just like singing in Sir Austere's praise. Like, he's got a big smile underneath his mask.
This will be the first time anyone has ever saw Sir Austere smile, and he's just like, "Yeah, I can't believe I found it." And he's like all these like metal men and all these problems, and he'd be like, "Yeah, we'll get to you. Hold on." And he's just gonna go in the Reanimator mobile and like start unloading this ice cream.
You see 2 of the metal men look at each other and just go, "Does not compute."
We bought some time for the others.
So what's Mr. Blur and Axel doing just as they get to the scene and see you see the 3 other heroes, Sir Austere, Mr. Blur, and the Reanimator. Mr. Blur, you see kind of your two new associates who you help stop the petulant pestilence
posse.
I don't know how you were better than me at this, and I made them.
I cheated. I've got it written down on notepad on the corner of my screen. It helps. So Mr. Blur is going to run up to Sir Austere and the Reanimator and be like, "Oh my God, hey guys, it's been great. How you been? I've been great. You great? I'm great. Oh my God, is that ice cream? I love ice cream. How you guys doing?"
Mr. Blur. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I almost slipped into Crabbo for a second there. Yeah, he'll actually pull one out for each. Everyone here is just like, here you go, here you go, and he'll start enjoying it while trying to assess the scene with Blur.
I'll run in and check in on the ice cream and go, mint! Why, this flavor is in high demand! We're gonna need more of it. And then just trail off.
You
know where
see
we can
those
find
two
more?
robots like still talking. They're like, not interfering with the mission. Proceed.
Oh, hey, are those your robots? Rihanna? Yeah, no, PPS. What's that about? Postscript.
No,
Oh,
the reanimator has yet to make any new robots as of late.
Sir Austere? Yeah, yours? No.
What's a robot?
Okay.
I'm a robot,
Oh, yes, you are.
but I am not affiliated with those robots. Are you?
No. Mr. Blur's gonna just like zoom right up to one and just get up there and really in its face and like get a very close look at it.
As you zoom up, you see one of the robots, one of the two robots that were talking go, interference, attack. So we're gonna do a kind of a short combat. I wanted to give one just let Axel kind of see how it goes. This will be a little bit of a easy one. So, and let me set the scene a little bit more too. So you guys see kind of interspersed between these crowds of people, 6 of these PPS metal men kind of scattered around. And it seemed like they were kind of like almost like not keeping herd on them, but keeping track of them, kind of making sure they were doing exactly what they were supposed to. You see just interspersed a lot of different civilians going through about their business. And these guys are pretty well spaced out. This is like, I think like a big, think of like Wall Street, kind of like the big trading floors. This is like a wide auditorium, even bigger than an auditorium. This is a decent sized space with those 6 guys interspersed between. There's like hundreds of feet between each other of the metalmen outside of the 2 that were having their little conversation about the group's antics and the ice cream. Perfect. So let me actually get the initiative up. So you guys click on your token, and then in your character sheet, there will be a button named initiative. Click on that and it'll roll initiative. And as long as you clicked on your token, it'll put you in the initiative order. So let me throw some of my metalmen out there.
Oh boy.
And these metalmen, I don't think I described, outside of having the PPS on them, you see they are kind of like a sleek design, gun arms, like a humanoid face, just real kind of violet colored skin, or not skin, armor, I should say. Just real no nonsense look to them as they go about guarding their chosen humans.
Which one is being incredibly slow for me for some reason?
It hasn't glitched yet for me, but it's early in the day.
It might be my computer's side. Hold on. Let me close out the full tabs.
All right. So we got the Metalman and we got Mr. Blur, Sir Austere, Reanimator. Oh, he's in. Perfect. So did you already roll for Axel?
Yeah, I got an 11, so I'm not gonna go anytime soon. You guys have fun.
You tied with the Reanimator. Let's see. Sir Austere beat Mr. Blur. Mr. Blur has like what a plus 16 to your initiative?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, you rolled even more than that.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
Mr. Blur, for once, you see somebody else reacts just a little bit before you. Sir Austere, as you see these guys kind of going through, training their metal weapons on you, what do?
So he's really looking forward to that ice cream. And then he like peeks out and he sees like this fight starting and he sighs and he puts the ice cream down. And then he will jump out of the truck and teleport at one of the so there's two standing right next to each other by Mr. Blur.
There are. So yeah, you see these
Yeah.
two kind of hanging out next to each other.
All right, so he will teleport to the one on, I guess, the left in that group, and he'll just appear right in front of him and just try to stab his sword right through the robot's chest.
Perfect.
And I'll do an all-out attack. Oh man, this has been a while. I think I pushed this button. All right.
Oh, you crit too.
Oh, and he crit. Yeah, so that's a 35.
Oh, didn't you do all out? Oh, you made an all out one. I forgot you did that. Okay, sweet.
Yep.
All right, so let me make a toughness check. So one of the things to for Mutants and Masterminds is a little different than some other games. So when you make the attack, if you beat either their dodge, their parry, if it's close up like this, dodge if it's range +10, they have to make a saving throw. So this will be toughness, and then depending on how much they fail or how much they succeed it, so that's like that's more than 4 failures. Yeah, so finish him.
Yeah, so he just appears out of nowhere and just like shoves his sword through the like chest, and obviously hits like something of a power source, and you just see like a little explosion in the middle of the chest of the robot.
His last
As he
words
falls
as he
down.
looks at the blade does not compute as he goes up in an explosion.
Yes, and are they considered henchmen by chance?
They are henchmen.
Nice. So I get takedown. So actually, I get to make another attack. So I'll turn around, and as I kind of stab through this guy, I'll just whip back and take a swing at the one on the right.
Perfect. All right, that'll super hit. And these guys don't have the best toughness. Let's see if they'll be able to save. They don't. And they're henchmen, so you clash through another one. Or how do you
Nice. So
take
I
him
just kind
down?
of whip. So as I slam through the other one, I'll kind of spin my sword and invert it so it's kind of under my arm, and then I'll just like smack into the one behind me.
You see it clatter with the clump, and the other metal men kind of just ready their weapons, prepared. Kind of you see some of them focusing their blaster arms on Sir Austere after 2 of their PPS squad has been taken down.
Yeah. After I take those down, I'll turn to Mr. Blur, who's next to me, and I'll be like, "Are you going to join the fight, or?"
Oh yeah, totally. Oh jeez. He's gonna look down at his hands and look at the sword, look back at his hands, look at the sword, look at his hands. Okay, and gonna go punch one of them in their like head, punch him in the face, their robot face.
Yeah, because because you can move. I think how fast can Mr. Blur move in one turn? I know it's more than sufficient for this, but just curious how fast he can move.
4 miles.
4 miles in 6 seconds. Yeah, so you're able to zoom around to one of the ones you want and make an attack roll on him.
Okay, it has been a bit. So, wham.
You guys are rolling pretty hot today. Is that another crit? That's not another crit. Okay, but still very nice. All right. So 21. This is maybe doable for him. Let's see. You see the robot just kind of toughening up, trying to position its exoskeleton to take the brunt of the blow. Unfortunately, not enough. And this is a henchman, so finish him.
So Mr. Blur's just gonna use his momentum from running up and just wham, and he's gonna break through the robot's skull. But at the same time, realize I am not made out of metal. Man, that was stupid. Oh my god! And as it falls to the ground, he's gripping his hand, going, "What? Why did I do that? Why? I'm not a sword."
As you see, kind of one of the metal. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, he's just shaking it.
one of the metal men goes silly organic, and you see him raise up his arm. He's going to take a shot at you, Mr. Blur. And he's gonna use his machine gun on you. So you see, like, raises it up, and you see the arm begin to cycle, and you see bullets just start spraying out. He has a good dodge. What's your dodge plus 10 for Mr. Blur?
26.
26, that will hit. So make a toughness save. You got to beat an 18.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and intercept that if I could.
You definitely can. So how does that look as Sir Austere uses his reaction teleport ability?
So I see him kind of like holding his hand, and I just go, silly mortals. And then I see the guy raising his gun to shoot him, and I'll just teleport in front of it.
Perfect. And you've got this is a real low damage one, high hit, low damage. So you this is it's a 3 rank, yeah. So you easily you see bullets just plopping off your armor as you jump in front.
So essentially, Mr. Blur just sees a huge hunking metal of a man show up in front of him. Go, huh? What? And then just ting 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 ting, like right off the back of him. Oh, thanks.
Bullets just clattering to the ground. They're kind of the front smashed in. Sweet. So the next metal man is up. Oh, that's weird. All 3 of these guys are still up, still good to go. All right. Sweet. So the next metal man, he's gonna take a shot at Sir Austere. You see him raise his arm up, reverses the kind of machine gun spinning. You see a glow begin to form out front. You see kind of a violet energy forming in there. He's gonna take a charge blast at you. I think that'll hit. Yeah, this one, so it's a rank 8 damage, so I think you'll actually have to roll for this on toughness. So beat a 23, which doesn't always happen for Sir Austere.
Okay. Might happen.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
That was about a 50-50, so.
You see the energy gather in its arm, and you see it blast out towards you, but just kind of washes over you, violet energy dispersing, but your armor, your mortality just holds, and it kind of feels like a little like being in the sun a little bit too long. You feel a little warm, but not much outside of that.
You can see as he started charging that up, Sir Austere is initially like, all right, let's bring it. And then as it's coming towards him, he got nervous and he pulled his sword in to block it. But then he just like pretends like it didn't happen. He's like, no, that's good. That's good.
All right, the last of the metal men. They're gonna take a shot. So you see the one tried to shoot Mr. Blur. Sir Austere blocked it. The other tried to shoot Sir Austere. Sir Austere tanked it. There go. Processing information. Shoot the old one. And they are gonna take a shot at the reanimator. With their
Is the reanimator in the reanimator mobile or no?
You're still in the reanimator mobile. I think you're loading ice cream as this goes on. So they'll take a shot at the reanimator mobile. So a 20. I think that has a low AC, not AC. Low.
It has a dodge and parry of 4.
So that will hit. Does it have any imperviousness? I can't remember for that one.
Funny enough, it doesn't, but it might as well have a 16 to toughness.
All right. So yeah, you have to roll better than a 2, which you definitely did. Yeah. So you see the bullets just pelting in, but the reanimator song is still playing. And your vehicle is intact.
He's still eating the ice cream, like starting to get stuff ready for the attack, but then showing it like tear running down his goggles face.
All right, Axel, you're up.
So Axel will see this aggressive posture as something that probably means they're villains. And because I assume I've seen these guys in the news recently doing hero stuff, I'm just going to assume they're not just destroying androids because they can.
It's 50-50 these guys.
Yeah. So he is going to do an attack at the metal men. But first he wants to do a flip out into like a position where he knows he's going to take a shot and he's not going to do any like crossfire. He's not going to hit any pedestrians if he misses, or damage to like nearby buildings, because that would damage the local economy.
Perfect.
This is a
Concerned
financial
collateral
district.
damage. Yeah, concerned.
Okay, so my flavor check was a 4, by the way. I don't know how that's how my flip did. I rolled an actual die, and for my attack, that looks almost successful. Is that successful?
Unfortunately, so actually, that's a mission too. So the top number is what your attack roll is. The bottom is what your DC is for the toughness. Unfortunately, because they've got a dot, yeah. So you see one of the metal men kind of dodge the blow with the robot, almost like does the robot outside of the blow, and it kind of looks over at you.
I roll in digital as I do in life.
So that's it. You see the blast fly through. You could spend a hero point to make it go through, or if you really wanted to get that hit. So actually, I included this in our sheets too. So if you need like any information on kind of what extra effort is, maneuvers, conditions, hero points, all of that, they're in the handouts.
I'm gonna hold the extra effort for now and just take the shame of failing not only the flip but the shot.
You see like the robot, just metal man, just shaking his head and goes, "Shameful for another machine." Reanimator, you are up.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that you went about like, let's not cause any property damage because that could harm the economy. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time, arson, hot wiring, I think more arson.
You blew up a building one time, an entire building.
Yeah.
I think we took down like 2 or 3 florists, give or take. Like we just ruined their businesses.
And what was someone
Yeah.
innocent? And what was someone...
One of them had nothing to do with it, and we destroyed his building.
Yeah, he just went into the
There
wrong
was no
business.
villains there.
No,
Axel's new to
Except
the
us.
hero game, unfamiliar with collateral damage.
Oh, there's a lot of it over here. So the reanimator, he hits a button which pulls out some like bicycle pedals underneath his chair. He starts pedaling on those. He pulls a crank on the top. All of a sudden, the Gatling gun up top pops out, as well as a bunch of other miscellaneous guns. And then finally, he grabs onto a those pulleys the chains have to see the toot toot. That is how he's firing this right here, as he will unleash the Gatling Tesla coil on one of these right here.
All right.
I don't know why that didn't add the DC. DC is 21 against one of these metal men. Just firing, spraying and praying, basically, of just lightning everywhere.
Perfect. Finish him.
Just lightning coursing through him, stays for a moment, and then just smokes and flops face first.
See the metal man just lightning through, just coursing, and just parts flying off of it as it gets taken down by the Gatling gun.
He does have a move action, and he'll quickly take it to basically donut the reanimator mobile until it's right in front of one of the metal men, body blocking it so he can't shoot anyone else without having to move first.
All right.
And when I say anyone else, that basically just means Blur, Sorasphere, and the new guy.
You get that reanimator mobile in there.
New guy. Okay. Respect.
Sir Austere, you are up.
So initially, he kind of took these guys as a little bit of a joke, and then he's gonna lock in on the guy who had that blast. And he's gonna be like, respect. I appreciate a little bit of effort, and he's gonna teleport up to him, and he's actually gonna change tactics a little bit. He's gonna go for an accurate attack.
Oh,
So he's going to be a lot more conservative. And so a 19 with a 20 DC.
that'll hit. And he'll fail. So you see his arm still glowing, smoking from the blast he shot off at you. Can't see surprise on his metal face, but you do see him kind of react like new data as you pop in. How do you finish him?
So instead of kind of that just brute force sword technique, he's going to come in with 3 quick cuts. One on the inside of the glowing arm, one on like the inside of the leg, and then kind of one right against the chest just to knock him over. And so then he'll like teleport back away as the droid just kind of falls and then blows up on when he hits the ground.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Blur, you're up.
Well, Mr. Blur is going to do a quick take of, once again, Sir Austere's big and mighty sword, the massive Tesla coil Gatling gun on top of the scary-looking ice cream truck, and Axel fired. What was it, like a sort of like a cannon out of his arm, or was it a gun?
Like an energy beam out of his arm. Yeah, and it went so well.
Well, he's gonna kind of like do like a quick like triple take of all 3, and then look down at his hands and be like, "Man, I really should go to a store." He's gonna try to find something to like hit the other robot with, like a piece of discarded shrapnel, maybe, or something that's like, you know, like an arm, and just whack him.
Oh, definitely. There's parts of Metal Man all over, and you have more than enough speed to pick him up and reach your destination.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go over there, give him a good old grab one, and just give him a good old whack.
All right.
What should I roll?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Do we have an unarmed strike for, or wouldn't be unarmed strike? That's a good question.
Would it be like a supersonic swing of the metal thing?
Yeah, we'll do that. Supersonic swing of the metal arm.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Rolling a 4.
That will still hit these guys. They are not the most maneuverable. Sweet. Let me make a toughness check for this guy. This guy was made of sterner stuff. You smack him with his buddy's arm, and you see him just kind of tense up and go, armor percent 99, integrity holding.
Okay. With that, Mr. Blur will hand him the arm and say, "Oh, sorry, I thought this was yours," and just run back. Run away. Bye. And just run away, because he has that move by action. So, hooray. Don't get to stay there to get hit.
You see the droid still holds the arm for some reason. Goes, does not compute. You see it is his turn to go. You see him look around, see the rest of the metal men destroyed. You see him look at his advisor, kind of his arm, look at like he's reading something, and goes, execute plan Delta. You see him tap on his arm. You see him begin to glow. You see a lot of the technology around this area begin to glow as well. Kind of like sparks start flying off of them. You see computers with sparks starting to fly off of them. Lights kind of around the area start to spark and flare. It looks like something's about to happen. And I'll let so Axel and Reanimator, you guys up first. What do you guys do as you start to see sparks, glowing technology as this all goes through?
Technology check.
Well, what's how's Axel gonna? What's Axel's plan?
So Axel's looking at this thing, and I'm thinking technology check as a sense of, does this look like an explosion about to happen?
Oh yeah, definitely. Even without you could tell that it looks like for sure the Metal Man's about to blow. It looks like he's kind of set a lot of the hardware in this Wall Street of Arcadia to blow.
Okay. Look for anyone innocent nearby who might be within range and get them out of the way.
Perfect. Yeah, so you're easily able to grab up one of the looks like stockbroker standing in front of his machine and kind of grab him up. And how fast can you move again?
I could not figure that out. I think I've got a movement of I've got 2 miles an hour, 30 feet around.
Oh, perfect. Oh, so you should be. What are your jetpack? What do your jet boots do? Because you got what's your rank of those again?
No, I think at 5 actually. I'm sorry, at 5.
Oh, 5. So yeah, you should be able to move pretty quick then with that. Let me see what a 5
Okay.
is. should find that chart. Yeah, so you can do 900 feet per round.
Oh, okay. That's much better than 30. And so I would do that then.
Movement gets ridiculous in this system.
That's partly why I forgot to mention this too. I don't do maps anymore with this system because it's just like there's no really way to do it to have it be reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Mr.
Okay.
Blur goes like 5 miles around or something.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
remember we
Yeah.
said 4. I think you said 4 miles. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, you got to grab him out of the way. You see, there's still many people kind of left, surrounded by this android that looks like it's about to blow up, as well as the other technology. Reanimator. What are you going to do? What's the reanimator going to take in this situation?
So, despite popular belief, the reanimator is actually pretty smart. So what he's going to do when saying this is just, Jimmy Neutron, the brain blast, basically that. So he immediately goes onto his little console of gadgets, switches, buttons, all that jazz, and just starts type basically as if it were a keyboard typing away, and he's gonna basically, with his lightning abilities, if possible, to get them to kind of pull in all of the hardware that's glowing right now, trying to almost magnetize them to the reanimated mobile. So he's not thought this out fully, but for him, it's just like, I don't want this place to blow up, so he's gonna bring it all to himself. What happens afterwards? Yeah, we'll see what's happening.
All right. Does reanimate? I think you do. Do you have any specialized science skills?
Yes, engineering. This right here is his specialty.
All right, so this could be pretty. So this would be kind of so another thing with Mutants and Masterminds too. You get the checks by kind of the grades too, by the 5 grades. So to fully do this, you're going to need to hit at least a 37 to fully grab all of the different bits of technology and magnetize them to the reanimated mobile. And as we kind of go down through there, if you get at least, what would half of that be? Let's make it 36 just for an easy number. Half of that, if you get 18 at least, you'll get half of the explosives within the room.
I cannot get 36. In that case, I could. So a hero point. How could I use that to help me in this scenario? What can be flavor that's being there to help him?
Definitely. So yeah, we'll say this makes sense for the reanimator. Little Looney Tunes, but I feel like he would have a magnet in his reanimator mobile.
I was kind of thinking that.
Like just toggle the Tesla coil to magnet, because of course there's a magnet button, right?
Mhm.
It's just the shape of a magnet, just like done.
So you got that magnet, which is going to give you a plus 10 to your engineering roll.
Got it. So I'll roll. Oh no! I'm gonna use a hero point, so I'm already down to 0 hero points, which is kind of crazy. I didn't use them for fireworks this time around. I think that's the actual first. So if this is below 10, I get to add 10 to it.
Sweet. So that puts you up to what? Oh yeah.
So 34, unfortunately, just 2 below.
Oh,
Sweet. So you gather about like 3/4 of the explosives. Even the Metal Man himself is just sucked in towards the reanimator mobile, just clinging, all glowing with the explosives. But you do see kind of some of the computers, some of the lights are still stuck in position, like they were a little firmly rooted and just weren't able to be pulled by the giant magnet.
He's gonna gloat like all good villains do when something starts to go right for them. Just like, aha! I did it! I'm a genius! 1 second later, explode.
So what is so you got moved by? I think you have moved by action, don't you?
Yes. So actually, he could also drive the vehicle to kind of just block some of the explosions from the more condensed things. Condensed spots, at least in a certain direction, block the explosion.
Oh, sweet. So you're kind of getting out of like the area with the vehicle to.
More as block the explosion where a lot of stuff is rooted, but he hasn't thought about moving the vehicle away yet.
Right.
Unless everyone wants to yell that at him. Because he thinks like, it's magnetized, it's not gonna be an issue.
Well, Sir Austere is up.
So the parts that didn't get sucked up, I'll look over at them. Is there anyone like in immediate danger near those parts?
There is one of they got a guy in a nice suit just still typing away at a computer that is glowing pretty hot.
So he'll kind of look at the guy, and he'll look at the reanimator, and he'll see his ice cream sitting up there that he didn't get to finish, and then he's gonna kind of like look back and forth, and then finally he'll teleport to the guy and get him to safety.
Oh, that ice cream gonna be safe. I do not think I think this thing could take a missile.
If the ice cream isn't safe,
We're about to find out if it can take a missile.
Yeah. My hubris could be my downfall, which is perfectly in character for the reanimator.
Definitely a
I'm just
character.
saying, if the ice cream isn't safe, I want to use a hero point to magically make it out of range of the explosion. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. I got you.
Mr. Blur is up.
So Mr. Blur was also assessing the situation and saw the same well-dressed man typing away on his computer. When he was about to go towards him, he's like, "Man, he's really fast for a big guy." His attention then turns to the ice cream truck, which is filled with the reanimator and the ice cream. So he runs up to it as quick as he can, realizes that, man, he's really heavy, but the ice cream isn't.
Screenplay.
So he's gonna grab it, and I don't know. He's pretty quick. You think does he have enough time to move the ice cream out of the way and come back and try to get the reanimator out?
Oh, yeah, you've got 4 miles, so you can definitely do that.
All right, so he's gonna zoom. Good. The ice cream is safe, 500 feet away, and then come back to the reanimator and just try to move him. Is he able to?
Yeah, because you've got 4 miles, you've got quickness too. Yeah, so yeah, you could definitely do all that. So how heavy is the reanimator? I think he's pretty heavy, isn't he?
He's wearing a car inside of the car. It's gonna need a lot of strength to move the reanimator sadly. Plus he's buffed. He does have his seatbelt on.
All right, so
Safety first.
Sir Austere does have not Sir Austere. Mr. Blur has your strength is 4, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you think the reanimator is much more than 800 pounds?
I think we've actually talked about this before. I think this was said before. I don't know what was said before. I think he would be though, with the sheer amount of metal on him to both keep him alive in this kind of dangerous situation, and also to keep him alive just in general. He is really heavy.
So so he's over 800, which I'm guessing is beyond the capability of 4 strength. Is that an affirmative to that?
So
yeah, so he's gonna try because he doesn't know how much he weighs. He's a big guy. He's like gonna go try to lift him. Okay, that's not working. Pat him on his shiny dome and say, "Good luck."
Oh, hello, Blur. Oh, goodbye, Blur. As I said, I'm a genius.
Is Blur doing what's Blur? Burst has his action, so you've got 4 miles. You still got some time if he wants to try something. You got quickness too, which helps.
Do I see any bits of metal that are less than 800 pounds that I can kind of like throw into less dangerous areas?
Definitely, yeah. So you do see some like of like the light fixtures as well as the some of the computers. There are because there's still about a quarter of them left. Can we roll that? We can't roll that. Roll a speed fighting check to see if you're able to get some more of these ones out of the way.
Speed fighting. So that's just a D20 plus the modifier to it.
Oh, because you should have under close combat. I think under skills, you should have speed fighting.
You'd think that. Oh, yep, there it is. Ha!
Sweet. So you race through there. You gather most of them. There's just one computer left, just in the center of the room. The metalmen are up too. All right. So as you see that one computer left in the center of the room that wasn't gathered up by Mr. Blur or sucked onto the reanimator mobile, you see that explode. You see. Actually, let me do a little toughness check for this civvy. So you see that civilian blasted back, burns across them. They still look to be breathing, but just kind of a little labored as the explosion goes through them. Now, the reanimator mobile has a pretty tough check to get through. Make a toughness check for the reanimator mobile, DC 35.
I need a 19. So did we get a hero point for saving the ice cream by chance?
Sure, I'll give you guys a hero point for saving the ice cream.
Oh shoot, all of us? Baller.
Alright, so if it's below 10, I get to add 10. I think that is still below 10, so that's 31.
Perfect. So you just take one hit to the reanimator mobile. So you see that blast off, probably scores up or kind of burns up the reanimator mobile, leaving some scorch marks on there, probably disrupting the song a little bit. But the reanimator mobile emerges from the smoke and grime and the flares intact.
The reanimator's just like, oh, is that guy injured?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys come out of it. You see the loud explosion from the reanimator mobile. You see this guy on the other side, next to a smaller explosion with the computer, burns crossing him up, but still breathing, but a little bit raggedly. What's the crew do?
Reanimator. So, real fast. Does this guy work for the reanimator? You know how he's been hiring people. Is this guy affiliated with the reanimator at all?
He looks like a Wall Street guy. He looks like not probably what that'd be usually in the reanimator's hiring protocol. They'll be responsive to the reanimator's ads.
That complicates things, because if it was someone he's hired before, then the reanimator would heal him, no problem. But as is now, he'd probably steal this guy's wallet. But at the same time, would he?
You can do both.
We can do both.
Both is good. When that pops into his head, it's like, yes. And possibly I could get a banker on my crew, so I don't. So those taxes I don't do can get tallied up. He'll like just run over there, get over there, just like the maniacal laugh goes to zap him back alive. So this is just a D20 plus 5. And I believe that actually does go ahead and heals.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll do.
You see the lightning kind of flow through him because him jerk away. He goes, huh? Whoa, the reanimator?
The reanimator! Do you want to work for me?
I work for Wall Street. You know, you saved my life. Thank you.
I pay good with benefits.
All right, make a persuasion roll.
Before you do that, can Surastier come over and bring like the bag of cash that he stole, like the $200, and just be like, "We need to invest this."
Oh my god, that's perfect. So it could be intimidation.
Yeah, for sure. Go for intimidation too. That works perfectly.
27.
You see, he like
No.
he looks like bewildered as you bring him like a bag of cash with $200 in it, and then the reanimator kind of going over there, kind of asking him to join. I was like, yeah, I can consult. I can consult. I'll help you out. I'll invest. Usually I deal with people with thousands, but I can do $200. I can finally make some money on that.
He'll slide him his card, like his business card, which has like the mysterious, stranger little twang of his theme when he pulls out, which is a feature I paid for, by the way. And the Joe just like gives his directions to the building, claps his hand. Well, that's over with.
He goes, well, pleasure to work for you, Mr. Reanimator. I'll set up a meeting.
Yes, business.
Yeah. Business. Okay. Thank you. I gotta go. You see him kind of get up and just scurry away, burnt suit and all. You guys have successfully liberated the financial district, but you still have the mystery of what that PPS is and what this means as a whole. But we are going to take a quick break here. So we'll be back in, let's say, 7 minutes. So at 8:30, we'll be back. So come back then. If you are new to the channel, drop a follow too. We do Mutants Masterminds. Usually I try to do once a month. Otherwise, we've got next Tuesday will be Invasion, which is my long form campaign. After that, we always play games every Tuesday, usually at either 6:30 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got Invasion, which is a Star Wars 5e game. After that, I think I'm going to do the Karn. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a new RPG. One of our players took me on to, so I'm going to set up a game for that. And always just kind of something new going on. So drop a follow, hang out with us. We'll be back in about 7 minutes.
The reanimator forgot to steal the guy's wallet.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We just took a short break there. Before we dive back into the game, a couple things that we want to touch on, especially join us for Invasion next week, big Star Wars 5e game. We got 3 of our players here too. So we've got the Reanimator as Caesar. We've got Mr. Blur as Vars, and we also have Sir Austere as Dash running the crew there. So you can see them. They're going on. They're coming up across a colony in Saiho, and that's having a little bit of trouble. And they spent quite a while talking about what they wanted to do with the prisoner. Last time, it's the thought that immediately comes to mind on that. But yeah, they were able to help protect the refugee camp. You could see more of what happened to the colony, more of that investigation. So join us there. The only big thing before we jump in there too, the big one shot of our month is going to be for the Coyote and Crow system. So come check us out for that. May 31st, so the last Tuesday in May at 7 p.m. We're going to be giving away a copy of the Coyote and Crow PDF system, or PDF for the system. Actually, I got my book yesterday. It's a lot bigger book than I thought it was from PDF style. So check it out. It looks like a cool system. We're going to be playing it. Come join us for that. Also, that as well as this video tomorrow will be loaded onto our YouTube. If you're not already following our YouTube, drop a follow there. There's links in the About section for the channel. So check that out and see some of our actual plays like this and some of our other games too for Power Rangers and things like that from other games of the month. But yeah, let's dive back into it. So the crew has just saved the poor investment banker, who I don't think you guys got his name, but he does have your card now and has agreed to consult for the reanimator as he hurried his way out of there. But you guys see,
We don't need to know his name. We own him. It's fine.
He's going to get paid.
We brought him back to life. Reanimator brought him back to life. He is now our property. That's how this works.
So you guys see this chaos and what was the once just well-to-do kind of stockbroking system for the Arcadia's Wall Street. You see fires kind of dotting the area, but largely it's still intact. The reanimator mobile did absorb quite a bit of that impact. And you see the bits of droid parts scattering around the metal men with that PPS emblazoned on their chest. Is the crew, what's on this scene? Is the crew doing anything else on this scene?
So I just thought of this. So like a couple of years ago, someone once mentioned to Sir Austere that if he would invested $200 1,000 years ago, he would be the richest person on the planet. So he's really happy about this situation. He doesn't know the math behind it, but he knows that he's going to get rich real soon.
Well, time doesn't matter. Any investment works.
Did I hear that there are some like computers or laptops nearby that may have been used by the metal men?
Yeah, there are a couple that still look like they were intact after the explosions and the metal men setting the electronics to self-destruct.
I feel a dire need to hack them with extreme prejudice. So I'm gonna do that and see what I can learn with a technology check.
Perfect. Yeah, roll technology. All right, you dive in and you see this kind of some code on these systems. So it looks like these ones, the code didn't fully stick, which is why they didn't kind of go up in flames as the other ones did. But you kind of look through it and you see it looks like there's been a little bit of like a siphoning protocol. And you see that it looks like these computers and probably those mental commands to the people from that violent bomb that went off in the financial districts were ordering them to log into their accounts and begin to kind of run money into this large account. And you see kind of a little bit of the credentials for that account too. I don't see a name with it, but you do see it's kind of located in the Cayman Isles, and it's looking pretty beefy now from all of the financial districts, kind of the wealth that's been poured into it.
Can I take that existing account and do the exact opposite of its intended purpose and empty any money from it into the accounts that it was stealing from? Is that a hacking check I could make?
You can. It's gonna be pretty hard though. They've got a pretty good defense about it. So give it. So we'll say it.
Okay. Yeah. No. Never mind. I tried. I tried.
You see firewalls just kind of popping up against you, just burning it down. But you do see with the accounts, no name, but it does have that PPS on it as well.
Okay. Do I know what that means yet?
So you guys, there's no history for this one. Let's see. You're on the computer. Make an investigation check. See if you can find any groups that may go by PPS. Fortunately, the internet is just a wide array of things. You find different things related with the initials PPS. It's kind of flooded all that side. You see Portage Public Schools, PPS sign-ins, processing pupil personal services, just a whole bunch of random PPSs. And he's actually just not able to filter through and find what will be a good villain with that initials. What's the rest of the crew doing?
Well, Mr. Blur is not the brightest bulb in the bunch, but he's going to take a closer look at the machines and see if he can discern anything about them, because he's at a loss. Computers? Well, I don't really use computers, but hey, there's some stuff on the ground. What's that?
Perfect. Make it an investigation roll.
Ah, yes, my strongest attribute. I get no bonus to that.
You got to roll through and kind of super speed through and pick up different pieces. You see a lot of that PPS and blazoned on them, but you see the tech for this is, you're not a tech guy, but this is pretty decent tech. And especially for something that could, and you see a little bit of fragments too, from what looked to be the bomb that went off earlier. You see it kind of looks like there's just kind of and you're not a tech guy, but you see random fragments that could be used to alter people's minds or alter their kind of almost like something that can alter their state of being. And you're not able to put it together, but you're able to see kind of just components of that that may have been used to help take over the financial district.
Well, I sure as hell don't know about tech, but I think the reanimator does, because I see him poking and prodding with that creepy suit of his. And I think he's available. He might be. I don't know. Could be. Doesn't look like he might be. I guess Mr. Blur will hold on to that thought for now. Unless, of course, wait, you're Axel, right? You're kind of a robot, sort of.
Yes, I am. And my ability to technology is apparently bombing at the moment. So,
well, he's I guess he'll go ahead and grab and be like, well, what do you think this is? Because it looks like junk, but I don't speak robot, so he's gonna present it.
Yeah. Based on my prior roll of a 2, I have to say I'm pretty sure it's scrap metal. You could use if this is made out of the right material, perhaps copper, you could take this to the state and get some money back. Maybe on the day that everyone throws their crap out on the street, you could make some money with this. But beyond that, I couldn't tell you.
Hell yeah, I love money. Wait, what are we? Oh damn! All right. Well, I guess he's, you know what, just gonna take a quick few mile lap, see if there's anything awry in the general vicinity.
Perfect. As you run out, I got to do a quick lap around the place with 4 miles per 6 seconds. You could definitely do that. You see, kind of run through, and you see something like as you get out of the financial or out of the Wall Street area, you do see like a TV playing, and as you see kind of run by that one TV play, run by another TV playing, and another TV playing. So they're all playing the same message. And you see 3 people standing in front of a camera. They've got a pretty gnarly look to them too. You see one guy looks like he's just kind of like roided up, big guy, muscles abound, standing on the far right side of the camera. In the middle, actually on the left side, you see what looks to be kind of like a purplish girl with purplish hued skin, purple hair, and just a real kind of just drowsy expression on her face. In the middle, you see this guy with a little bit of a manic look, glowing eye, just clothes and hair swirling around him. And you see them kind of speaking into the camera. You're kind of hearing at super speed as you whiz by. What's the Blur do?
Oh. Well, I don't think I've seen this one.
Sorry, I'm back. I was making sure an argument wasn't going to get out of hand, but I'm back now. What
Welcome
I'm
back. I found a TV with some pretty interesting characters: a big beefy boy, a sleepy girl, and a manic dude. I'm
Thank you for
paraphrasing.
elaborating. I just assumed you were walking out of a store with a big TV that you found.
So I guess, well, I'm gonna just like, oh wow, that's pretty interesting. Run back to everybody else that's kind of like not sure what to do next, and just say, hey, you guys, do you have a TV on that ice cream truck?
radio. Like the old timey one. We're
Turn it
talking
on.
World War II.
Turn it on. There's something weird going on the airwaves, man. Like whoa, like it's like scary people on the TV, and like I mean, you know what? Hold on. Do you have any power outlets on that van, on that action truck? Do you have any power outlets?
What did we? Were power outlets a thing back then? I think they were.
I think so. I think I've used stuff in the 50s that had a regular power outlet.
You
Pretty
did
sure.
have some power outlets, yeah.
Mhm.
He's all about lighting
all that,
stuff. So,
like,
yeah.
Is it tube and spindle wiring in all those old houses? That's like 1950s.
Is it AT&T or is it Comcast that's providing the internet? Because that'll change whether or not you actually get anything.
Oh wait, internet. Hold on. Okay, well, you know what? I think he's gonna take a look. Are there any plugs? Does he see any plugs?
Probably in the back. One of them. There's probably the freeze is probably plugged in.
Cool. All right. Hold that thought. He's gonna run back to the TV store, run inside, grab the TV, and say, "I want to borrow. So I'll be right back." And really, really quick, and then just zoom right back out and go back.
I'm gonna have to put a feature on this vehicle where it's a source of electricity. that would work very well.
And just and plug it in and assume that it's over digital whatever, and pop it in, turn on TV, and see what hey. Oh, so this is what I was talking about.
Yeah, so you see it pop in. So you see this muscle-bound guy in a green spandex uniform. You see this sleepy-looking girl with purple skin. It's almost like she's almost nodding off as this is going on. And just this guy with this crazy look with a glowing eye. He's the one speaking into the camera. And he goes, all right, you saw the first move that the psychic squad could do. You know what we can do. We can steal your money. We can do it just like that. We can make you sleepy. We can make you pay us. We can make you rage out. You know what we can do. So give us all the money. Give us the mayor. Give us the key to the city. Give us everything to Arcadia because we're the psychic squad. You see him just kind of like he's ranting, like just wildly gesturing as he's giving his speech. Just kind of like a real manic energy around him. And you guys probably with this now, you kind of put together the psychic squad. That the guy speaking is Mental Max. You've got Sleepy Susie and Raging Roger kind of making up their crew. They're known for usually more small time hits, but this is definitely probably their biggest endeavor that they've gone through.
Very well done, but also a bit amateurish in the demands. It's better to be specific. So specific, in fact, that it is nigh impossible. Like asking for a donut that's 50 feet in height. Well, actually, would the reanimator have interacted with these guys before? Is this the kind of people he'd be rivals with, or would have given advice to?
Definitely. So these guys look way before your time, but you know they're not the first ones to use the psychic squad name. You've had some old timers you hung out back in the past that use that name. They may have adopted it and given it. You know, you may even think they're stealing that name.
You know what? Even more props to him. But the thing is, the reanimator has actually been out and about for the past few years. So, would that be put in there for consideration for if he's interacted with these lads before?
Oh, roll a d20 because you've been in the game as a hero villain. So let's see if you've come across them. Unfortunately, not. You probably heard about them a little bit of the circles. You know that they're out there trying to make a name for themselves, but they're they're a little bit unstable. They're just a little bit loose cannons, and they may have decent plans sometimes, but then they usually kind of go a little overboard and muck it up.
Yeah, it definitely seems like this. Like, you need to be precise with your plans. This seems a little too ambitious. Like, they had in the first half, overblown it in the second with the demands. So he's thinking to himself, would he know where the old psychic squad, or is it psycho squad?
Psychic squad, yeah.
Okay, the old psychic squad, their HQ. Where would that be?
Make a. I wish this game had history. Make an investigation check.
Ooh. And let me double check what this does. I believe oh wait, no, just when you're encountering it, and it's basically the same thing as the check that's here. I have well informed. It's kind of the same thing.
Oh, perfect.
But investigation. 19.
I'm just reading this real quick. Yeah, so you know that kind of the guys that were active back when you were in the 50s, they had in kind of on the outskirts of town, there was kind of little suburbs of Arcadia. There was this little warehouse next to a psychiatrist's office that they've made their own. That was called the Psychic Den, where they kind of hung out.
So yeah, he'll quickly relay that to the party. I would do a joke if I could, but I can't really think of a good one at the moment. But yeah, he'll relay that. He'll get in the truck and just for everyone else to pile in.
Yeah. So Sir Austere this whole time is like holding up one of the heads with like the PPS and like yelling at one of the computers like, "Magic box, you will show me who this is." And then like he's just like getting super mad. This like computer is not responding to him, and then he hears like the reanimator, and he's like, "All right, I gotta go." And like takes off.
As I guess the reanimator is getting ready to take off, Mr. Blur says, "Oh crap! Right." He gets the TV, runs back to the TV shop that he passed.
Are you forgetting something?
What?
The ice cream. 500 feet away.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, hold on. So he runs back,
Enough.
puts the TV back into its where it was before, more or less, kind of, sort of, doing his best not to break it. Yeah, well. He doesn't know if he did or didn't because he doesn't stick around.
Where are your priorities, man? The ice cream.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, TV, whatever. Goodbye. He leaves the TV, runs off. Ice cream. Where did I put the? Oh yeah. Oh, go grab the ice cream. Okay, man, it's starting to melt. Let's get it in the freezer. And then off he goes back to the ice cream truck to put the ice cream in the truck, and that's where he is, putting the ice cream in the truck.
If it was already starting to melt, the reanimator would not let anyone touch it until it refreezes. Unless that's their preferred way to eat ice cream. He may be a villain, but he doesn't judge you if you eat the ice cream melted.
It's nice to know his heart's in the right place.
Perfect. Well, as you guys are running around grabbing the ice cream, before the Mr. Blur does completely unplug it, you do hear the mental Max yell out, "All right, yeah, so bring us the money, bring us the key to the city, bring us everything right now, or we'll set these bombs off all over the city. All over the city, you guys will be acting crazy, fighting each other, sleeping in the road, sleeping all over the place. Or you may just give us more of your money. Yeah, so key to the city, money, all that right now. And you see just manic eyes, just kind of just going through and just repeat it. Like it almost looks like he's tweaking something as he kind of continues just kind of like yelling and just kind of running off his demands. But then after a moment, you hear the big guy go, "Yeah, money now," and you see him smash the button as he turns it off.
Brevity is the only way.
Sweet. So what's the crew doing?
Well, he did mention that he knew where they were at. Hey, Axel, do you want to join us in dealing with these, whatever they are? Yes, maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I like 4. 4 is a good number.
Absolutely.
Hell
These
yeah. All right.
criminals are crazy. Why would you threaten a city when the pharmaceutical companies are right there? Think of what Ambien would give you for this kind of power. It's ridiculous.
You know, and
These people need not only a talking to, but a jailing.
No, but that's where you misunderstand. Jeremy is an art form, and they are simply amateurs painting on their canvas. And it's really bad. It started great with a sketch, but once they started throwing colors on it all over the place, mixed match, bright neon, that just doesn't gel well. However, we shall deal with these rivals as the villains we are.
wait,
This is what
what?
I'm saying. No one would pay for this painting. It's ridiculous. It's terrible. It has no deeper meaning.
But potential in the artists. But yes, exactly what you said.
Wait, I want to revisit that villain bit. I mean, I heard the rival villains. Are we the bad guys? I don't think we're the bad guys. I think I'm a pretty good guy. I like ducks. I feed ducks.
I'm a villain.
Save the ice cream man. How can you be wondering if we're the good guys or the bad guys?
Well, I don't know. This guy said the villains, and he seemed like really excited about being the rival villains.
He's clearly very theatrical. He's talking about art.
Oh yeah, that. You know what? Good point. Great point. I like it. I love it. Okay, let's go. Let's go make the art.
It's symbolic.
Evil!
So Sir Austere,
Symbolic evil.
Sir Austere will just go and like pat Reanimator on the shoulder. They're like they've been together for a minute now, and he'd be like, "Yes, evil, you're right." And then he'll turn around to the other two and like point his finger at him, almost as a scolding, and say, "He is a senior citizen. And go with it."
Oh yeah, like when my Nana takes stuff from Walmart and we just pretend she doesn't.
Sometimes he gets lost. It happens.
It's basically him getting out of retirement, escaping the nursing home.
That was our first scene for him. That was our...
Dementia and Alzheimer's are a serious illness. We will help you, Reanimator. We will help you. I promise.
But I already found the cure for it. Electrotherapy.
I you know, I'm not a doctor. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a neurosurgeon.
Unfortunately, there is one doctor in this vehicle.
Many success stories.
As those of you who pile into the Reanimator movie will pile in, I assume at least Mr. Blur is probably running, right?
I mean, he doesn't mind the company, but he looks very impatient.
Okay.
Like he's like, yeah, so ice cream. Man, this is cramped. And just like
The Reanimator that knows these things that will pull a crank on the ceiling and bicycle pedals will pop out so you can get some exercise in during this. Normally he uses this to power his weapons. The Tesla can. Not the cannon, the Tesla Gatlin.
oh, all right. So like the faster I go, the stronger it is.
Flavor-wise, yes. Mechanic-wise, yes.
Okay, well, he's gonna theatrically crack his knuckles and then use his feet. Because
That was a
makes
good
perfect sense.
crack. That was a
Oh.
good.
That was
a
You've
I heard
been
that
saving
one.
that one all
That
day.
was- Sorry to interrupt you, but that was a really good.
Thank you.
It sounded very chiropractic.
I should probably get more calcium in me, but off we go.
So as you guys hurtle down the streets with the extra speed from Mr. Blur, moving to the outskirts of town, you hear a lot of probably have that radio still playing, hearing different pundits kind of pontificate about what's going to happen to the city now that the Psychic Squad has demanded both the key to the city, millions of dollars, and the mayor. Actually, they didn't even specify amount. They demanded a lot of money, and the mayor.
I mean, they said all.
Just all the money.
And what's with this? The key to the city? It's symbolic. It doesn't unlock anything. Why would they
I have
want
the
it?
key to the city. I earned it, and I also stole it. Wait, how?
I forgot about that.
We do have a key to the city.
Yeah.
We're the ones who got
Point. So, like, do you guys just want to give him like $10 key to the city and say that's it? You've conquered money.
No. This is a learning. This will be a teaching moment for them. Also, look at them. Sleepy Susan is barely interacting. They're a squad. They need to work together.
All right. So, like,
Okay, now I'm starting to become worried about this guy's motives. Just a wee bit.
Now you're starting to be.
I'm a robot, man.
yeah. Well, you know, I'm starting to think about it, and like, I get the psycho, right? That's the manic Max. Okay. The psychic, that's Sleepy Susie over there. And this what's the other guy?
No. They're all psychos, and they're all psychic.
I don't think
And
that's
then
true.
they're a squad.
I don't think that big guy's psychic. Maybe I'm just assuming. I don't know.
No, he definitely. Actually, the animator has a neurology as a sub thing. Can you roll that to see if, like, from the videos he can tell if this dude has the cranium for psychic abilities?
Oh, for sure. If you get neurology, roll some neurology. Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like no. By the look of his gourd, his melon.
And before I go into that's another cool thing with Mutants Masterminds, you can kind of make your own skills. Not make your own. It actually is make your own skills up. You get to like choose like what your expertise is in. So that's kind of a cool thing. So Rammer has neurology, and with 32, yeah, you take a look at them. Like you can tell like the two on the left or the Sleepy Susie as well as the Mental Max. They're definitely psychic. This guy he looks a little bit weird at first, but you kind of put it together. He's psychic, but he's used his psychic power to buff himself up. And has really got to decline to go any further than that. He's kind of like he's took his first step into psychicdom, buffed up real quick, and uses mental energy to enhance his physical. And it's like that's all I need to do.
Yeah, no, he'll point out, compliment the simplicity of it and the execution because this man, he got what he needed done. He definitely got bulked up, and are we close to the?
Oh yeah, so you guys you make your way to the outskirts.
Sorry,
of town.
are we there?
Oh, cool. Yeah, so you guys make your way there. You could see kind of just in the suburbs, this what looks to be kind of this little office in front of a larger warehouse connected to the building. You do see it has the kind of PPPS psychiatric unit on the front.
Nostalgia from the reanimator.
So you guys roll up all the building. How do you guys? You don't see anybody outside. You don't see any like guards or any metalmen kind of surrounding the perimeter. What do you guys do as you roll up?
I want to try and hack into the internet and see if I can like find out anything about this location that they're in. Maybe if there's functioning cameras or any other way that they might be observing what's going on, rather than using manpower. So let's. Hello.
Yeah, roll a technology roll. See if this will be a pretty high one though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna roll it anyway. That's
Hey man, failure makes it fun.
I'm not fighting you.
Ooh.
So you pulled up, you see this is kind of as you go through and search the internet, kind of through your devices, you see that this has been throughout history a frequent meetup for those who may be a little bit mentally deranged. It's labeled as a psychiatry office, but the psychiatrists really don't do too much. You do see that there's a kind of that large warehouse below. You do find kind of reports. So there's an underlevel, maybe. There's a lot of like chat forums and things like that. Argue if there really is an underlevel below the warehouse, but you haven't been able to find confirmation. But unfortunately, it seems like they're pretty low tech. You don't really see too many. You don't see any cameras or anything that really they kind of like view into to see what's going on.
I relay this information to my compatriots. There appears to be an underlevel, full of sinister.
As
If
of
I
now?
if I had a hero point, I'd know exactly what I spent it on.
Oh,
can
would you
have
like
one
to
of
take one
mine.
of mine?
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
do.
go for it.
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure?
Why not? I've got 3. Go nuts.
So I have a plan of how the reanimator is going to get into here, and I think it's hilarious, the idea of like there's a clear spot on the wall that's the perfect silhouette for a much older and cleaner reanimator mobile, where he's busted in and out before in the same spot each time. And the reanimator mobile has 7 strength as well as a melee attack, so it could possibly break through the wall, break through the floor, keep on going. I think it's got safe fall and all that. I'd have to double check.
All right, make an attack roll with the Ram Wheels and Ram attack.
Man, I was gonna go
Just,
knock.
Yeah, it's got wall close.
There's nothing
surf
stopping you
living,
from
and-
knocking.
I
Two
mean,
things
so
can
is-
happen at the same time.
I mean, he's also knocking, just differently.
Yeah, counts as a knock, I guess. The
Yeah.
wall goes away with it, but
Yeah.
All right. If it matters, this has.
oh, nat 20. Oh, not but crit still. Yeah, you
Nice.
bash through the wall, kind of going right through that spot where they've replastered the old reanimator mobile hole. Bash through that, bash through the floor. You get into kind of a narrow little area beneath where you do see some more kind of just like this little engineering type lab where it looks like they're building more metal men. You see kind of like a little lounge chair and a couch. And you see the Mental Max, the Sleepy Susie, as well as the Raging Roger kind of spread throughout the room as you kind of crash in and get lost the reanimobile in there. And it kind of has stuck in there. And you see them kind of just like, Sleepy Susie goes, "That was surprising."
So that's what that hole was. That's what made that hole the first time round.
Middle Max goes, "Hey, you can't just ram into our house. Get ram into our house. What's going on? What's going on? What are you guys doing?"
It's my house. At the very least, I have been here more times than you. So much so, I have my own door.
That wasn't a door. That was a hole. That was a hole. You can't just come to our hole. You can't just barge in like that. Oh, hey, you guys got the key to the city, right? Yeah, you got a key to the city. You bring our money and the key to the city? Yeah, give us to us. Give us to us now. Right now. All the money.
Key to the
the
city is symbolic, man. What is
We did,
wrong
though.
with you?
We
Why
did.
would you fight for some symbolism?
No. Symbolism is everything. Everything. Symbolism is other things. We need the key to the city. We need the mayor. We need our money. Is the mayor with you? Is
He
there everything in the car?
understands. This man, the reanimator is pointing to him. This man understands. While he's a bit more frantic than I'd like, he understands. Yes, the true potential of a villain and making a super villain. But it's time for teaching now. And we are going to do much better than that dollar store Sesame Street ripoff.
And you see Ranger Roger just like he listens to all of that and goes, "You got money?"
With all that he said about teaching supervillains and all that stuff, Blair is gonna just kind of nudge, however as much as you can nudge a giant suit of armor, and be like, "Are we still being kind? I mean, is this normal? I don't remember this much supervillain talk, with the Petulance posse.
And Sir Austere will just kind of shrug. Who knows?
I don't know what I expected.
Okay, so then he'll look at the blur. He's gonna like pull out his sword and like get ready, and he's like, it's time for justice. And then he's gonna pause and look and say, you know any one-liners? And then he's gonna like step off of the truck.
Oh no, with the reanimator, you can't bring these guys back if you kill them with a one-liner. Oh no, he likes them.
Did you see kind of the mental max kind of just flare up, energy woven, kind of just whirling around him? He goes, all right, you're not gonna pass, we're gonna make an example of you. You guys got the key to the city, we're gonna beat you down, steal your key to the city, and then we'll get the mayor, then we'll get all the money, right? And he kind of seems powering up. He goes, hey, we need more. What are those little things? Metalmen, come. You see like 4 metalmen pop out of the walls. Everybody roll me initiative. Don't forget to click on your character token before rolling.
Real fast, the reanimator needs to get out of the reanimated mobile for this fight, right?
Yeah, you have to get out for this one, yeah.
I forgot the fact he had 2 toughness. That. Oof.
The Reanimator has 2 toughness?
Only 2 toughness. Oh wait, I forgot to re-add the things from his power armor, because I had it still on the thing where he doesn't have the enhanced traits from it.
See, I thought he was a little bit more tough than that, yeah.
Yeah, he blew up last time.
2.
Yeah.
2 extra, he has 4 toughness in total.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, he has a force field of electricity. He's not tough. He's a senior citizen. You get through that shell, he is squished.
So instead of seeing you guys, you all see this through this big hole and just dug through the dirt with the reanimator crashing into their underground lair. You see this room pretty large, filled with the couch, chairs. You see these metal men who've kind of emerged from the kind of the other rooms. And you see kind of arrayed around there, Raging Roger with his kind of like large, muscly frame, green leotard. You see Sleepy Susie, who's kind of standing about 100 feet away from him, glowing with a low purple energy. And you see, even with this life or death situation, she still just has a sleepy, bored look on her face. And you see Mental Max, just manically kind of pacing in his spot, just kind of just energy flaring around him as he prepares to do battle.
The reanimator calls dibs on the big guy.
All right.
I'm not going to fight you on that.
Like Sir Austere, like kind of looks and all right.
All right, Mr. Blur, you've redeemed yourself and you went super first.
Okay. So with Sir Austere's comment about one-liners, Mr. Blur's gonna look at him and say, "Watch this." He's gonna run up to Mental Max and say, "Nice hair, stupid face," and just give him a slap.
All right, I'm making a sonic attack on Mental Max. That'll hit. Let's see how he does with the toughness. Yeah, because that beats his parry. Oof, yeah, that is 2 fails.
Nice.
So you run up to him. You see, like he's got like a psychic shield kind of flaring around him. He's ready for something a lot slower than the Mr. Blur. You see him trying to raise his shield. By the time he raises that little psychic shield, you are already inside. How do you smack him? Actually, he's dazed.
Like really dramatic, like I don't know, like I'm thinking like Dave Chappelle, like what the 5 times you say to the face. And then like
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. And then he's gonna run back to like the rest of the team, like and be like, huh?
You see, like his whole face turns, and he goes, "Hey, where'd you go? You can't hit me like that. Hey, that's cheating. Cheating. Hey, you can't do that. Come back here. Come back here."
And that's where I'll end up trying to be like, hey, what'd you think, guys?
Oh, this Max is up too. All right. You see him kind of like looking around and seeing just that brief disappearance of Mr. Blur before he appears right back. And he goes, "All right, you want to play like that? You want to play like that? All right. Yeah, let's see if you like this." So make a
That doesn't seem good.
it's not. So this is a area of effect one. But he's just targeting Mr. Blur right now. So make a will save.
Okay, I get circumstance bonus to avoid area effects.
Oh,
Does that
sweet.
help?
Yeah, that applies.
Okay, so will
Nice. You feel him kind of reaching into your brain. Like it looked like he's you feel just like tendrils just kind of flowing through there. And you feel like he's like trying to take over you, but you're Mr. Blur, you're too fast for that. Your brain just moves too quickly, and he's not able to sink his tendrils into you.
Ooh, that was gross. Ugh. Yeah, all right, let's go.
Hey, I'm the one that can be mad at you. You need to slow down. Slow your thoughts down. Slow your thoughts down. It's cheating.
No, you.
You see his face still like red with like imprints of your hand on there. He kind of holds his hand up and goes, "This is not cool. Not cool. Not cool." The animator, you're up.
He pulls out his crowbar. Normally he'd go into range fast.
It's like a mob beatdown.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you weren't there for it. One time the reanimator, like, just because he was afraid one of his friends had gotten captured, went into a museum, went up to the first guard, shot him with a taser, and then hit him in the knee with a crowbar. That is the extent of his melee capabilities. So he's going to walk up to this guy, to the big dude. He's gonna see if the big dude's got a reaction first, like the banter. It's part of villainy. He wants to hear his best go.
Oh, the big dude? All right.
Yeah, his best banter.
"I smash you now, and I get money later."
Remove the now, and just say money later. I smash, money later. But
He
say
goes,
it was a comma.
"Smash, comma, money later."
Yes! And he'll pull out a crowbar. You're award! Lots of your kneecaps. Oh no!
That's
I
right.
didn't realize how bad it was!
I love that you have a crowbar in your sheet. Like it's set aside.
He really did beat a security guard.
Not only do I love that there's a crowbar there, but I love the 4 is very representative of an improvised weapon.
I'm a senior citizen.
Yes,
Walking up to
this
Captain
all feels right.
Steroids.
You whack him with the crowbar. He doesn't dodge. He doesn't do anything. You just see the crowbar hit him and bend slightly. You go, "You smash bad. You get no money."
Yeah, maybe it's down. He's lost his groove. Way back in the day, he had a flail made out of electricity, like a Tesla thing, and he don't got that strength no more. He's looking down. He will immediately then use the extra effort. Put him into. Is it fatigue, the first one?
I'm pretty sure fatigued is first. I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
Yeah, that gives him half speed.
Yep, so that gives you half speed, and it stacks if you keep using extra effort. Or not stacks, it goes to a different level.
Yeah.
He's not going to accept the fact he's too old at this point, and he'll raise it again, just like, "I'll show you smashing." Over double. So he put everything he had into this. This suit makes him strong, not good at fighting.
Crowbar just spins a little bit further. He goes, "You should go home now. You can't smash."
Where is my home? Where do I live? So austere! Where do we live? I gave my card to someone else. I don't know where that house is. That'll be
You can see like Sir Austere's like way distracted. He's still like swiping his sword, coming up with one-liner. He's like, "Oh, you've lost your head, it seems." Just like random comments, and he like sees all this going on, and he's like, "Oh, jeez."
I hope he's gotten the point.
Yes.
Axel, you're up.
First, I want to point out that if my grandfather swung a crowbar and it bent on any object, I'd be impressed. I'm a little surprised that my grandfather would be capable of doing that. So, failure aside, kudos. So this is not going to go well because this is not how my character is built, but I'm going to role play. Axel is going to, with a 900 feet per round speed, try and grab what was her name? Sleepy Susie, and like just carry her as far away from here as possible, get her out of the battle, and be like, "You're making very poor life decisions. This is not a good way to make money. Think about it. You could work for Ambien and make so much more money, so much more quickly and easily and legally. You still have that option available to you." So he's going to try and like pick her up, get her out of there, and make like a persuasion check to get her to leave her life of crime.
Counter
And it's not going to go well.
Texas. All right. So this is going to be a grapple check, which I'm trying to remember the rules for grappling in this.
I would just roll athletics. I don't know if that's how you would do it.
There are different rules. I don't know if I have it in my sheets. Do I have it in my sheets?
I think I looked it up once.
I thought we did.
Time ago.
Oh, yep. So you make an attack check with a melee attack. If successful, the target resists with strength or dodge. There's a C grab, which is kind of
Okay.
Should put the whole thing in there in 196. So yeah, make a melee attack, which would use your strength versus your dexterity for the attack stat.
Okay, so just like a flat roll plus my strength or my dexterity.
That'd work perfect. And you could just pick, not your dexterity, but yeah, versus your
There we go.
strength. Yep.
So 25 dexterity because that's my better stat, or I could use fighting if that's available.
It'd be strength, yeah.
Okay. My strength was one lower, but my second roll was garbage. So you do with that what you will, oh god of dungeons and Arcadia.
Sweet. I'm just pulling up the full page. 196 does not match up with that for some reason. Oh, that's why. Oh no, it still doesn't match up. Oh yeah, I've got the deluxe. That's annoying. So hold on, let me look at. I'm just looking at the grab rules real quick because we've done this once. I think Sir Austere did it once, but we have not done it again. Do you remember what it was, Keith?
Go well. I do not.
248. So attack check. If successful, the target makes a resistance check against your strength for the regular grabbing effect or dodge. If you win with 1 degree of success, the target restrained, mobile vulnerable. 2 more degrees, leaves your target bound and defenseless. And all right, sweet. So let's see what the roll was. I did not look at that. So this is Sleepy Susie. Sweet. And what's your strength bonus? We use the first roll for you.
My strength roll was my that would be a modified 24 because my strength is a 5. So
perfect. All right, so that does beat her beat her parry, so she's gonna have to make a strength check versus your, what would that DC be? So add 15 to your strength. What's that?
Oh, that would bring my total to a
No, just 15 plus your strength.
15 plus my strength. That's 20.
20. All right. So she has to beat a 20. She will fail. So yeah, so that's 2 degrees of failure. So she is restrained, and she's defenseless and immobile. As you've got her kind of wrapped up in your metallic arms.
Okay. I continue my attempts to get her away from the battlefield and convince her that her life choices have been a bad idea and that she can do better.
You want to go home and rethink your life choices.
As you speak to her, she kind of here goes, "Oh, let go of me. I like money." Just in a real drowsy voice, as you carry her away from the battlefield. So Austere, you're up.
So I see, I look over and there's the big guy and the reanimator taking him on with a crowbar. And,
Mm.
I respect that decision. So I'm going to go after the other guy, the hyper guy.
All right, mental max. All right.
So
Just
I'll
ignore the
teleport up
metal
to
man.
Oh, wait, no, there are the metal. That's what I was going to do. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So how are the metal men arranged around the room?
So you see kind of around the room, and this is like a somewhat small spies, or not, about 150 feet square foot room. You see they're kind of arrayed, the two kind of on each of the far ends of the room, somewhat close together for the two pairs on each side.
Yeah, so I'll go for the two on, let's just say the right side of the room. So I'll teleport in. I'll actually try the same maneuver I did. So I'll try to teleport and then like stab one right through the chest.
Perfect.
And so I'll do an all-out attack. 22 to hit.
That'll hit. The 30. They can't beat that, so take them down.
Yeah, so I'll do the same thing. I'll actually take and I'll stab him right through, and then I'll pull it out and swing around and like just come as like a 360 spin and try to take the other one out.
Perfect. Make another attack.
Nice. There we go.
That'll hit too. Yeah. Finish the other guy.
Yeah, and as I come around with the second one, actually, you can see like the it kind of the maybe the power supply of the first one flies off the sword, and then hits the second one in the face, and it blows up.
See you just spark it through and just blow it up. The metal men are up. The remaining metal men, one's going to take a shot at Sir Austere. The other is going to help out the Rage and Roger and take a shot with his machine gun at the reanimator.
Does he have more than his +8 to hit?
+8 to hit or for rank?
It's to hit. The reanimator has impervious on his dodge.
He does. He has a +13 to hit. Low damage.
Oh, yeah,
So
if the second one's to the reanimator.
yeah, machine guns to reanimator, charged blast is to Sir Austere. Sir Austere, what's your dodge again?
That hit. So it's reduced by 5 because of all-out attack. So it'd only be a 13 defense.
Oof. All right. So make a toughness check for both of you guys.
Oh no, that didn't hit the reanimator. He has a dodge of 26 for that kind of AC.
Oh, nice.
Force field of electricity.
I used that force field splash up and just take out those incoming bullets. And Sir Austere, your armor once again protects you from that blast. You just absorb it and come through unscathed from the metal men's attack. All right, Sleepy Susie is up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So as the blast goes, he looks down. And he sees like a scratch in his armor, and he looks back at the robot and he just points at him.
You see the robot's eyes begin to flicker a little bit as he takes in what that could mean for him. All right, so Sleepy Susan is defenseless, immobile, and impaired. So our defenses are halved, immobile, no speed, impaired, -2 penalty on checks. All right, so she looks at you, Axel, and you hear her begin to whisper, "Hey, yeah, you look tired too. You want to take a nap?" And as she says that, you feel some psychic energy surging around you. She is going to try to hit you with bedtime. What is your will defense?
Oh, it's will. Okay, because I was gonna say this feels like fortitude. If it's fortitude, I'm immune to that, but I'm not immune to will. So, my fortitude, my will is decent. Let's see how that works out.
Oh, so this is your will plus 10. So your base will plus 10.
Oh, so that would be a 20.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. You kind of
Nice.
feel her whispering in your head, trying to get you to take a quick nap. But luckily, you're able to shake it off and continue the fight. Yeah, so this is Rage and Roger against the Reanimator. He looks at your crowbar. You see him kind of just like punches a fist into his hand and goes, "I gotta smash you now." And you see him raise his fist up. And he is going to start just pummeling you.
Appreciates the directness. Oh, wait. Oh, no, the Reanimator only had. Oh! Okay, so I invested into dodge range. The Reanimator only has a 6 for parry. I forgot.
You're good. You're good. So I was not a fair fight anymore, so I have to intercept that.
The Reanimator would he'd probably ask you not to do it in this situation, but at the same time, he's also not really of a sound mind. So, your call.
Yeah, he was distracted by the robot blast, so you know.
All right. So is Sir Austere taking the blow?
Yeah, I'll take that punch. That's
All
gonna
right.
hurt.
Make a toughness check. This is actually what he asked to try a little bit on.
A lot of it on.
Well, I'll be right back too.
I'm feeling that could have actually one-shot the Reanimator.
I know.
No, that would have been hilarious though, but I do appreciate the save. It does mean it.
Yeah, I guess outside of the character story, Sir Austere feels almost like you're his grandfather that he's supposed to take care of. So
It's funny because you're a lot older than him.
yeah, but it's kind of interesting how that works out.
Yeah, that is odd.
Mhm.
Something else I find funny is that technically the Reanimator is probably doing more good than harm. Same for the arson.
Well, I
It's not
mean,
the hotline as being a good thing to be introduced.
I think that
What other
depends on
hero
whether or not.
got hotline? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, so this is actually, sir. I think is this one of the first toughest checks Sir Austere has failed?
Yeah, he failed this one hard.
All right. I think this is the first one. I can't remember another one that he failed. Yeah, so that is 2 degrees of failure. So you do take so 1 hit, and you are dazed. And what dazed does? So my thing will pull up. Dazed, you may only take 1 single standard action per turn. So this would be the time you couldn't extra effort or do anything else special with the turn.
Okay.
So you see, kind of raise his big fist up, preparing to just smash out the Reanimator. He sees you pop in, fist collides with you, and he goes, "Oh, Metal, you cheat." He points at the reanimator. Mr. Blur, you're back up.
Well, he is going to take a look around and see that Mental Max is being mental. It's like, well, all right. Nice hit. Wait a minute. No, I said that. Nice shirt, ugly. And just run up to him and give him a good punch.
All right.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, that time you see he was ready for you. You see his like kind of like just as you're getting closer, just a little bit of telekinetic energy, just intercept the punch, and he goes, "Yeah. You're slow now. You're slow now. I know what you can do. Yeah, you sucker punch me. Yeah. Our cheek's still red. Yeah, that's not fair. That's not cool. Not cool.
If I think you talk too fast, you're talking too fast, man. Calm down. Roll down. Hey, gotta go by. And he's gonna like run back because he doesn't want to get hit. He's just gonna like dial it back. Like, oh wow, okay. Wait, do I sound like that? Am I like that? Oh jeez. Anyway, and I really can't hit. Okay, no, that's it.
You can extra effort if you want to.
Can I? Okay, what's the penalty for that?
Oh, so extra effort. So you can do this, I think, up to 3 times. Let me read you the rules. So you get an extra standard action during your turn, which can be either used for move or free action. What it can do, so there's a couple different things you can do for it. So you can get an extra action. You can get a bonus to one of your checks. You can increase one of your powers ranked by 1, or increase your speed ranked by 1 until the end of your next turn, or resistance, or as well as a retry on a certain roll. But the cost of extra effort is at the start of your turn. Immediately after using extra effort, you become fatigued. If you do it again, you go from fatigued to being exhausted. And if you do it again after being exhausted, you're incapacitated, so you're knocked unconscious.
Yeah, I think I'll just hold on to that and accept the suck. Not a good punch. Well, I'm gonna get you next time. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think you can use a hero point for an extra effort too, though, right?
That too, yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind what I just said. That was all stupid and wrong.
I mean, wait, what's more important here? Ice cream or an extra attack? All right. 50-50,
look,
dealer's choice.
The sooner that this guy's jaw becomes glass, like dust, whatever, the sooner we get to enjoy the ice cream. So yeah, what's up?
Sooner, the only thing he'll be able to enjoy is ice cream.
Damn right. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's try that again. He's like, oh yeah, well, your shirt's still very ugly.
That went. So you see he was smiling, all cocky, expect to be able to dodge that again. So toughness. Oh, that's failed by 3. Yeah. So how does that hit look? So he's still up, but how does that hit look as you do it?
So Mr. Burrow's like, oh yeah, well I saw this in a movie once, and like tries to mimic Bruce Lee in the most awkward way possible, like, and just makes his own noises too.
Pow!
Pow! And he makes his own pow noise.
He makes his own pow.
Is there a subtitle just above the pow?
So expect one of those big comic pows to pop up.
Little spikes coming out of it.
Yeah. I feel like you need to actually carry some signs with you and hold them up right before you hit.
Oh my! I mean, I could raise fast enough.
You got quickness too, so
just like throw it up. Well, regardless, he gives it a good punch.
Perfect.
Well, now,
So
does
you
he
hit
also
him.
carry a camera so he can take that picture himself?
Oh man!
You knock him about. He is staggered. So what staggered is he's dazed, which means he can only take a single standard attack action, and hindered, which means his speed is down 1 rank. And the good thing with that too is if he takes another hit like that, if he takes another one where he fails by 3, he is unconscious and out of the fight. So you see him kind of just like stumbling around, like nearly falling down, like just eyes wild. He goes, all right, you guys want to play like that? All right, yeah. You kind of see him hold both of his hands, his fingers to his head. And it's like concentrate real hard. This one's gonna hit everybody. Everybody, give me a will saving throw.
All right.
Uh,
Oh no.
All right, so you see him kind of holding his fingers to his head. You still see his mouth move, but you just hear a piercing scream, like a roll through your brain, just dredging up awful memories and things like that. The reanimator, your brain's probably always screaming, so you're okay.
Yeah, no, this is normal. You'll even yell out, my psychiatrist is also psychic. And a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Get him.
Cortex. Oh yeah. So you rolls through your brain. The rest of you guys, so Mr. Blur, you do take one hit from that psychic scream just radiating through you.
Does evasion help?
What does evasion do again?
Circumstance bonus to avoid area effects.
Yeah, it would help. Yeah, because the area effect. Yeah. So is that a +2?
I have no idea what that does.
You have one rank in there too.
I have one rank.
That's a
yeah,
+2, isn't it? Yeah, which is
Yeah.
just enough. Which is Mr.
Yeah.
Blur, you're too fast. You prove yet again you're too fast for mental max to get a psychic lock on.
Woo!
Sir
boy.
Austere and Axel. Sir Austere, you fail by 2. So you feel like just this piercing running through your brain. And you are was that dazed, I believe, for failing by 2. As a circle, so make sure to add a hit to your hit die or your hit section, and you are dazed until the end of your next turn. And then similar for Axel, but you only failed by 5, so you just have 1 hit added to your hit column.
Okay.
You see him kind of just holding his head, goes, yeah, take that, Mr. Blur. And he kind of looks up and sees that Mr. Blur is unaffected. He goes, that's cheating.
That's just a psychic sound. Glorious.
I'm too stupid for your effects to work on me, buddy.
You see he's just pacing now. The reanimator, you are up.
Okay. Alright, so the reanimator just like having some older memories stretch up, then immediately just holds a finger to his head, zap, like nothing happened. His usual go-to. Probably not all that healthy, to be honest. But all the same, he looks at this dude. He's feeling kind of bad about his age right now. He used to be able to throw down. Not great, mind you. He was probably never a good melee fighter, but it was an option. So he's gonna do one last crowbar to see if he's still got it, and he's hoping. If he's got impervious, I can't hurt him. I don't have any. I think this is a 1 damage ring.
He doesn't have impervious. He does have a pretty hefty toughness. Or so 11. Oh, 11. I don't think that'll hit. What's his parry? Unfortunately, 16. Yeah. So you see,
Better than last time.
just holds his arm up again and just kind of further bends that crowbar. He goes, "You should let the metal man fight for you."
He already does, but I swear. Wait, where's my slate? Oh yes, I buried that. But not important. That what is important is I'll be right with you, and you'll go skull behind Sir Austere, and immediately just be like, I haven't even need to do that. You got yourself hurt. Here, let me help you. And we'll extra effort heal him. What's the thing that comes with the second level of extra effort?
You are exhausted. Let me see what exhausted is real quick.
Oh, that's not good.
So you are impaired and hindered. Impaired means you have a -2 penalty on all checks. and hindered, you're down a speed rank.
Alright, so -2 penalty, so that's going to be a 16, which DC is 15. So you can either heal back one of your injuries, or you can get rid of a condition on yourself from the reanimator, just basically going in, patching your back up, put some spackle on the armor.
Yeah, maybe I'll get rid of the daze condition.
And that's going to be the reanimators, as he's just like not really breathing, very thankful, but all the same, like, I had a man, didn't you do that?
Perfect. We'll cut out to Axel as he's kind of flying back up the reanimator mobile tunnel with Sleepy Susie in his grasp. What's Axel doing?
Axel's going to continue to make poor decisions and look deeply into Sleepy Susie's eyes. And he's going to use 2 hero points to jack up his persuasion skill and say, Sleepy Susie, I'm a robot. You can't make me fall asleep. I have a battery. It doesn't just go out because you use psychic on me. Rethink your decisions, your life decisions. You can do better than this.
Perfect. So you can only use 1 for a turn, but yeah, definitely. So you got the improve roll function.
Okay.
Hey.
So you can re-roll that, and then if it's below, what is it, below 10, add +1 to it, or +10 to it.
Okay. So I don't think I...
Oh, you crit on the second one, yeah. You see, she kind of looks up. Yeah, I probably can't put you to sleep, right? Yeah, robots don't sleep. There's sleep mode, but I don't think that's real sleep. Okay, you're right. I can't put you to
It's
sleep.
not real sleep. It's not even a thing that I do. It's an option. I don't go to sleep mode. I'm always active.
You're really missing out. Sleep's the best.
And if this doesn't work, I'll just start shooting her. But I feel like, you know...
She definitely won't try to put you to sleep again. She
just trying to use diplomacy for as long as I can.
All right.
And that would be my turn. Just trying to diplomacy her out of violence.
Are you still flying away too?
Oh, absolutely. I'm skyrocketing as high as I can. So if she keeps fighting me, I can just drop her.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of just. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Sweet. So with 2 rounds, you are completely out of the tunnel. You are about 600 feet up in the air with Sleepy Susie in your grasp.
Okay.
Sir Austere, you are up.
Yeah, so the diplomacy is definitely not Sir Austere's tactic. So kind of having his head cleared a little bit by the reanimator, he's gonna. You can kind of see where he was hit. His armor's goes kind of dented in a little bit. It's starting to reform, and he will start to heal. So he has regeneration.
Nice.
So you can see some of the kind of injuries kind of knitting up as he stands back up after being kind of beat down pretty bad. And he's going to take his sword, and he is just going to try to hit this guy as hard as he can. There is no finesse in this one.
All right. That'll hit.
So it'll be a 24.
That'll hit, and you see he just fails. You see he kind of flexes his muscles, trying to take the blow, but you do get a cut off of the Raging Roger.
And so he, like, after that hit connects, he's just going to reel back, and I'll use a hero point, and I'm just going to hit him again. So I'm just going to, like, just repeatedly just bash down on this guy with full force here.
That'll hit again.
26.
Oh, oof. That's yeah. Finish him. Or,
Yeah, so you could just see like he's just like hacking at this guy, and like the first one like kind of staggers him, the second one brings him down, and he's just like still going. Like he's just like no one has ever knocked Sir Astir on his butt, and he is going to make this guy pay. He just starts like hacking at this guy at the ground.
God, chopping that meat.
The animator is looking at this. He crosses his arms. He gives Sir Austere the look like, you missed your chance, your opportunity. You knew what you had to do.
He's like still catching his breath. He's like, and he just kind of hangs his head.
It was so poignant. There's just so many possibilities of the things he could have said. Let's cut this out.
Well, you see the metalman as their buddy gets hacked and pislacked to pieces like what's that? Butcher Pete and is taken down. Chop. That's gonna be stuck in my head for a while. Like, I love that song, but it always gets stuck in my head. But it's a good callback. All right, the metalman's gonna take one shot at Sir Austere and the other at the reanimator. You see both of them charging up their blast. First one super fails. Second one will also fail. So you guys see these, like the targeting computers are clearly flawed after seeing one of the psychic squad just get butchered. The blasts go wide, slamming into the corners of the wall as the metal men go kind of stare at their arms and go recalibrating.
It only takes a 13 to hit.
Hey,
1 of the 3 on that one. All right, Sleepy Susie is up. She goes, I can't make you sleep. I don't know if you have a brain, but I can break brains.
Oh,
break your
fuck
brain.
you! I don't have a brain.
All right, so 15 versus your will. What's 10 plus your will? I think 20, you said,
20.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so you see she reaches out and goes, I can't feel your brain. And you see just kind of dejectedly looks down as she tries to zap you.
Triggered.
Raging Roger is a puddle right now. Mr. Blur, you're up.
All right. Well, he seems to have, I don't know, felt a little insulted by this mental max. Is this guy making fun of me? The way that I talk? The way that I think? The way that I am? Hey, man, what's going on with that? You know what? I don't like it one bit. He's going to go and try to give him another big ol'. He's going to try to, I saw this in a movie once. He doesn't know what he's doing. That whole like open hand clap where you just like wham, like somebody's like ears together.
Oh,
combobulate.
Yeah, like that, that fast boy speed. And let's see how that goes.
Oh, nice. That'll hit. All right, so he fails by 3 again. He's unconscious. If he fails by 4, he's always unconscious. So let's see how he goes. He has 3 toughness now after those 2 hits. He was a very defense-heavy person. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, you see he kind of like, you clap him, but as you clapped out, you feel just a small telekinetic barrier between his ears, and he goes, yeah, not gonna fall for that again. Not gonna fall for that again. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Pay attention to your squad mates.
I'm gonna just burn the hero point, and I'm just gonna hit him again and say, "No, you."
Nice. I don't. So yeah.
Nice.
Another crit.
Oh, I thought for
Failed
sure it
by-
was gonna happen.
Is that failed by 3? Is it? That's failed by 2. Yeah. So he is what's that? Dazed. Yeah, you clap with the ears. You see he is swaying, dazed. He has 2 toughness left now, and he is just swaying on his feet. It does not look like Mental Max has much left in the tank.
More like mental minimum. That was bad, and I'm sorry.
You see Max just
Apologize.
sway like, you can't say that to me, as he's talking a little slower, as he's dazed. You see him kind of look your way, but he's kind of still stumbling. And he's holding his head, and he goes, "I can fry your mind before we go." As he sends a psychic blast at Mr. Blur. Does a 27 beat your dodge?
That's plus 10. Yes.
Yep, plus 10. All right, so make a toughness check. So you finally feel his brain connect with you, but he's kind of lost a lot of his potency, so you just failed by 1. So you just get 1 hit on there as you kind of just feel his brain kind of latching out towards yours. He goes, yeah, you take that.
Weird.
The Reanimator, you are up.
He's gonna take care of this guy later. He's gonna be bringing this guy back. He'll look to the metal men, but he knows beating them literally as like there's nothing to boast about with that. It's like swatting a fly. So he'll then look to this guy, look to Blur. Does the Blur look like he'd be upset if the Reanimator got a piece of it, or no?
Hell no.
Alright.
Like, I don't know if you're kind of like meant to, like, I don't know, like actioning, like, can I get him?
Yeah, just like head to. Reanimator's gonna walk up to the man, hold out his hand, kind of like this. The mentally insane. While I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist, I do love this next part. Don't worry. This treatment has made me turn out to be a great villain. And as he says that, he's going to be letting loose the electro blast. So, plus 6 to hit. For 22 to hit.
You said so 20 to hit. That will because you're shooting mental max, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that will just miss. Or 22 will just miss it.
No. So he'll blast it off, like, I imagine it hits a barrier, right?
Yeah, you see kind of a little psychic shield pop up as he's swaying, just kind of almost like second nature as it goes through. If you wanted to, you could try to extra effort that. And what does extra effort will do that? So you could get I think a reroll for that if you wanted to extra effort it.
What's the next level of extra effort? I'm already at 2.
Oh, that's incapacitated.
Oh yeah, no, not gonna use this hit. Oh wait, that attack roll would be a 20 with that -2 stuff. So the Reanimators looking at this dude, just kind of lowers his arm, looks at him. If you surrender now, I will bring back. Well, I was already going to bring back your squad mates, but he pulls out a pamphlet. It is 101 tips for bantering against your nemesis. This can be all yours.
You kind of see him sway and goes, I want the key to the city, the money, and the mayor.
Keep it small early on. 60 for now.
All right, Axel, you are up.
I've spent 2 rounds failing at diplomacy. I'm done failing at diplomacy. I'm going to let go of Sleepy Susie, start flying back as fast as I can at 900 feet per round. And I've got this thing that says attacks 3, so I want to shoot her 3 times with my Axle Buster.
Attacks 3?
It just says it just says 3 next to my attacks.
Is that like a bonus to attack? Is
Yeah,
that
because
Oh, you know what? That could be.
yeah.
That could be. Never mind. I thought I should. Okay. Anyway, shooting.
So are you shooting? You're shooting her. You said.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've tried
20.
reason. I've
Nice.
tried reason. She's fighting me.
You drop her, and she was what was that, 900 feet up in the air. So that is 4 plus twice the distance rank fallen for the damage. That's enough for her to fall in 1 round. So 900 feet is rank 5. So 10, 14. So just to make a toughness save of 14 to see for the fall itself. So let's see how that goes for Sleepy Susie. She's not the toughest, if we're being honest. She actually makes it. So you see her kind of like fall, and a little bit of a cushion kind of falls, like kind of a psychic cushion kind of goes near her feet, and she kind of just lazily lands to the ground and goes, that was cool. And the hit is going to definitely hit her with a nat 20. They get to add a plus. Oh, so I think you get a couple different effects you can do for a nat 20. So you can either add a +5 to your damage rank. What else do you get to do with that?
You can
Plus
add,
5.
like, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like add 1 additional benefit. Like for instance, you could slice their eyes so they get like blinded or some type of condition or something if you would prefer.
Is death a condition? I'd like death to be a condition. I don't know if
Death
that's
is
an
a
option.
condition, but she's not the
I-
toughest. If you put her at 30, she can't make that without a nat 20. She can't.
Okay, let's just do that, and if she survives, then I'll think of more excruciating ways to hurt her. Gosh, that feels bad. That does not come out of the mouth right.
She will fail. Only 1 degree though. No, actually, no, not 1 degree. 2 degrees. Because yeah, so 2 degrees. So she is dazed. 2 hits on her. And she's kind of stumbling around as that blast just kind of rolls right into her.
Okay, and now I'm flying back towards the rest of the party, trying to help them out with their issues. I'm basically going to ignore Sleepy Susie. I shot her. She fell to the earth from 900 feet in the air, and she's dazed. I'm not worried about her.
Perfect. Sir Austere, you are up with the Metal Man and a real rough-looking mental max.
So he'll take his key to the city and he'll flip it at the mental max and say, here's your key, and then I'll teleport and I'll try to like slice through him as I come back to try to finish him off here.
You see, he gratefully grabs the key. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
Oh, that counts as a one-liner.
Oh,
Oh my god! The anime can't bring it back. That was a great one-liner. It's like,
Yeah, so that's a 35. He has 2 toughness left. I won't even roll because he could get a crit, but I won't even roll for it. Take him down.
So I'll just go like right through him. So as he catches the key, he'll just get like cut in half, and I'll just be like, 1 of 3's not bad, and then I'll just pick my key back up.
so yeah, maybe gives a thumbs up, just like that's one of us stay dead. I love the way you threw the key at him. Only the bite.
You see, kind of splits apart, both sides still holding a key as they hit the ground. All right, the Metal Men, you guys see them kind of look confused between themselves, and they do stand down after after the display of brutality to both Mental Max as well as Rage and Roger. And you don't hear anything from Sleepy Susie, but we'll let Mr. Blur. Anything you do before we take out of initiative?
No, he was gonna just like give a. He's gonna like he was getting ready to like give another punch, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Take your key." I'm like, "Well, that's it." Oh, nicely done. All right, we did it. We did it. Yay! The city is saved, right? Yes, that's what we did. We saved the city. Is that what's going on?
What, the bombs are still there. There's just no one to activate them.
Yeah, they could have been lying. I mean, there might be no bombs. Right?
Possibly.
I was just waiting for the bombs to go over.
The reanimator has all intents of basically taking those for himself later on.
We're only
Go and, like,
heroes.
collect
We're
them.
not perfect. Sometimes the bombs will go off.
Yeah, well, you know.
Real fast, the reanimator's gonna bring back Raging Roger, just like scooping the meat, slapping it together. Lightning. Is there any chance I can
New
get
recruit.
a 20 for that?
Well, yeah, well, let's take a 20 for that.
Oh, thank God. So yeah, he's coming back. This guy's gonna stay dead because Sir got a great one-liner.
So lightning fills the air. You see Raging Roger kind of sits up and goes, you got my money now? I saw white light and then nothing.
That is terrifying. If you work for me, I can pay you lots of money. We could use a good strongman, a foreman, possibly, one with villainy in his veins. Yes, yes. You work for me now. I'll pay you good money. You have health benefits, life insurance. I even give dental.
roll a persuasion check.
Can it be intimidation or no?
Unfortunately not for Raging Roger.
I have 0 to persuasion.
He's not real smart, so go for it.
So Raging Roger 15.
You see, guy looks and goes, you got money. I don't know if I won't work, but you get money and we see.
Consider it a investment, which is good. I just hired a man who's good at investments. And you'll pull out two bags. One is full of chocolate coins. The other is filled with real gold coins he stole from a bank. He'll hand both and not tell him which one's which because even he's forgotten.
Oh, I'm sure you would know.
You see, Hester goes, lot gold. This is good money. Okay, maybe I see you later. And you see he kind of hooks some gold, and he starts to walk towards the exit.
Walk free! That's the reanimator's thing. He still thinks he's a villain. He'll take him to prison.
Perfect. Well, as you guys look, or you see around, you don't see the two metalmen stand down. You don't see anything more from Sleepy Susie. And everybody give me an investigation check as you guys look around the villainous lair.
Ah, yes, my other super awesome skill. Hey.
Huh?
Yeah, Sir Austere stabs things. That's what he does.
My investigation's not bad. but I rolled
Reanimator knows
badly.
this place like the back of his hand. It's just a second home to him.
The Reanimator and Mr. Blur. Reanimator goes right to the spot. Mr. Blur, you kind of zoom, roll through the facility, moving at super speed, but you will both eventually find this crude drawing. It looks like it was done like in magic marker, showing where some bombs are stashed around the city. And you see, and after a little bit more investigating the Reanimator, you find split in half on the mental max, a little detonator that looks like he could have pushed if he thought he could have survived a little bit longer to set off the bombs. Unfortunately, he got chopped in half before he could do that.
The reanimator will take the detonator and he'll commit this image to memory, possibly take a photo with it with like a actual what's the film camera, like you gotta develop the photos, like shoot that real fast and, yeah, do that real fast and then wipe it away. Just like smudge it real fast Do not worry. I will take care of that. My personnel will take care of that. I have plenty of people I've hired. I'll make use of this later.
Are you sure we have film in that?
No, it.
Is there anywhere where we can develop it?
Is that has some of
I
a
have
lens cap on it?
you see him like shimmy in his like power armor. You see his hand come up at the dome. He pulls a little like string, and it turns into one of those dark rooms.
I don't know why I was imagining. Oh yeah, I'll take a photo of it. I'm just imagining you with a flashlight, just flashlight.
I honestly thought a Polaroid was like gonna come out of your robot chest or something.
Whatever will work will work. You probably has something like that. Just forgot about it currently.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I can move pretty quick. I probably could have gotten that in like 20 minutes.
No. This is something you cannot speed through. They have bombs, explosives. Later on, fireworks.
But I speed through everything. That's like my thing. Like I'm so fast.
But you'll blow up.
No, man, not if I'm fast enough.
It's like him comprehending that fact and just the.
Yeah. I mean, the building might go, but I won't. Anyway, we saved the city, probably.
Yeah, we're the heroes.
We did it! Hey!
You guys clear out the rest of the psychic squad's base in their psychiatric office. And eventually the authorities, the police, and the mayor shows up. You see the mayor, an older guy, dark skin. He just kind of like, he looks up, he goes, kind of like, you see him kind of like reading his phone, like, "Hero saved the day," and he looks, kind of walks in, smile, ready for his camera ready moment, and then he like sees it's you guys, and he goes, "Hey, you guys again? Yeah, all right. Let's get our picture, I guess. Like, how much is this going to cost the city? How much collateral damage was there throughout this?" Did I lose you guys?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're back.
I'm back.
Only momentarily.
I don't know where it cut out with my what I said, but the mayor asked, "How much is it going to cost the city from collateral damage?"
So Seraph's going to look at the mayor, like, dead serious, and be like, "I lost my ice cream."
You see the mayor pauses and goes like, "And that's bad." It looks at one of his aides, like, kind of whispers, like, "Get him some damn ice cream. I don't care."
I will walk over to Sir Auster and say, "Noble sir, I work at an ice cream shop. I can hook you up."
And so he's gonna be like holding his like sword that's still like all bloodied, and he's gonna throw it on his shoulder with like the mayor here in the picture. He's gonna like, "I like you. You can join the team." He's gonna walk away.
And you see the mayor lean again, like, "You guys can Photoshop the blood out, right?"
Then it would lose the authenticity.
Oh my god, that kid's like, the enemy's gonna walk up to the mayor and he's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, just like, "Mr. Mayor, I am so sorry. I had set up a wondrous plan to kidnap you today. I even set up the fireworks. I was gonna electrify the bridge to make a force field. But it just didn't work out. I got decapitated and then all this happened. I'm sorry. I will make it up tomorrow. I just got into possession quite a number of explosives."
You see the mayor's face falls. He kind of like holds his head and goes, he kind of looks around at the group, goes, where the hell's Cortex? He's supposed to be keeping an eye on you guys." And he kind of walks off. It just stalks off. But the crew has
Getting his degree.
saved the day. yet again, despite the odds and sometimes your own best efforts. You were able to safeguard Arcadia and its people, and you stopped the psychic squad from extorting the town. That is the end of our adventure. So you guys proved successful. So definitely, this is Axel's first time playing the system. I know some viewers' first time probably watched us go through it. Hope you all enjoyed the Mutants and Mastermind system. Each month, probably on a different day next month, though, for the Mutants and Mastermind system, we'll run this. It's one of my favorites. It's low prep for me, and it's just me getting to have fun being silly. So I hope the players had some fun. I hope you guys, viewers, had some fun too with it. So stay tuned for that. Join us next week for Invasion. A little bit earlier, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for that as the crew goes on there. But yeah, drop a follow. And then if you're not on the YouTube or on our YouTube, not the YouTube like an old person, but on our YouTube, check that out. This will be posted tomorrow afternoon, so you can kind of watch the whole session if you came a little bit late. But thank you guys for joining us, and I hope you all have a good rest of your night.